Raw and stuff, cool bird. And raw and stuff tracking. Up there. And raw and stuff zip. And Detective Basil. And raw and stuff Thera. You had lasagna pizza? I've never had lasagna pizza, but I love pizza, I love lasagna, and I can totally see those two working together. Trying something new? Yep. I got the emote stolen! Which one do I shoot? Got style. Nice. Ryan Stuff Croc. As you can see, I am trying out my new hoodie. Well, this is certainly new. Only the truly wisest among you can see this magnificent hoodie that I am wearing. How long do you stay naked? Till somebody switches it.
Don't.
Indeed. Every single one of these little the hoodie things is just, it switches it until someone else changes it to something else. It's completely random and sometimes it picks itself. I would actually have to write in logic to make it know which one it's on and not pick that one again. And we're back to this one. There's like 6 different ones, I think. But it has favorites. Hey, we're back and we're back to the start. But Spawn Limited Edition Blu-ray. Comes with the director's cut and alright, I see what everybody wants. Also comes with a a booklet and a poster. That's the live action Spawn, right? Not the animated one? I saw that movie. I thought it was pretty okay. I didn't hate it. I think the live act, or not the live act, the animated one was better though. So all of this hoodie business, especially this one in particular, is still a work in progress. Because one thing I noticed is that even though it can change the colors just fine, the saturation and value don't ever change. So that means it can't do like white, gray, black. And that means I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually do it in an animation instead of directly manipulating variables, because apparently the variables I am directly manipulating are the wrong ones. You own the complete animated Spawn series? Nice. Todd McFarlane is a legend. Ooh, I need to close some things over here. I still had Einit up. Einit and Sabin. Sabin's playing Stalker 2. And so it's like the first time I've seen the Stalker game, and I've heard Into the Radius being called Stalker but VR. I see it now. Yes, it is, in the sense that you've got the artifacts and the anomalies. But at least in Stalker, you occasionally find other people, and they're not hostile. Anyway, hoodies.
Into the Radius.
Rawr. I feel a sneeze coming on, and I'm gonna keep talking until I have to mute, and the time is approaching. And then it just abandons me, of course. Blah. We're going streaking? No, we're not. See?
Radius.
There we go. Radius. Rawr. So yeah, I've set up the randomizy thing. You know what? We're showing it. Because it is, oh boy. Hey, Somna! Which, unfortunately, I can't get the Somna shader to work in this version of Unity. It just throws a whole bunch of errors forever. And the graphic never actually loads. It's just, like, solid pink. So, there are no shiny parts. There are no, like the weird flowy textury thing that's on this pink part. That isn't working. But it's got the design, and I like the design. It's neat. But hey, how about we go whoosh and show off this mess? So this is Ultra Combo. And what it does is it randomizes these variables from 0 to 10, it divides it by 10, and then it passes it to the different ones. We've got values 0, 1, 2, and 3, we've got saturation 0, 1, 2, and 3, and we've got hue 0, 1, 2, and 3. This section right here does nothing as far as I can tell. Yay! And then over here, I got this, which also does nothing. And it's supposed to randomize the little decal that says play. There's like 50 different things that are on that sprite sheet. And this also doesn't work. Yay! I tried creating it as like a blend shape so that you just pass your things and... Nimrus Alien, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the lair. Rar and Stuff Zameth and Marf. So I tried to create a blend shape that would just, call the little animation that chooses which of the thingies. Dragging in Durg into hood. And yeah, it does. These will
never get boring.
Ooh, Durg fruit. And while I would think that this would work in VR chat, it does not work here. So, good times. Whoosh. Whoosh, there it goes. Squeaks! Rard stuff, Lone Dragon. So I have to learn how to put an animation into a VSF, and I have no idea how to do that. I can't find a tutorial on how to do that, so it's gonna be fun and frustrating, and I'm probably gonna poke at it a little bit. It's not gonna work, and I'm gonna be like, I'll go do something else for a while, and then like an hour later, I'll come back and say, I'm gonna take another crack at this. It still doesn't work. I'll go do something else. New Kiss album, Durgan the Hood. Alright, what kind of genre of music would I sing? Since I'm texting, it would have to be country, wouldn't it? God damn it. My kobold done left me.
Kiss in the house.
And having a lot of fun playing your Primalist. Oh, in that WoW private server. Yeah, amount of people wishing you well and hoping your wife is okay. So, Marv created a character in this WoW private server he plays on called Mancrick. And if you've ever played WoW, you know that quest. Correction, if you've played WoW on Horde, you know that quest. If you haven't played on Horde, then get out. Zameth with the 10 stream watch streak. I think even Alliance scum have heard the tales. Wasn't it just that the quest, like, the directions of the quest were really, really vague and bad, and so everybody couldn't figure out what it was really asking for? It's been a long, long time since I tried to find Mankirk's wife. I just remember there was something about the quest that made it unreasonably confusing. That was it. Name was Beaten Corpse. So everybody be looking around for Mankirk's wife. Where is Mankirk's wife? When was the last time that I watched Boys in the Hood? Never ago? Is that similar to what was it? New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys? But getting this to work was an adventure. And Brixie was a big help. He basically told me the things... He told me enough that I could figure it out from there. And it was like, you know, parent all the bones to the bones of the main armature. Rar and stuff, Morgus. Behold, I am fashionable and styling. And dirt pets. Oh, a couple of things. So I mentioned earlier the Somna shader. I could not get it to work on the version of Unity that the avatar uses. Oh, my email client is still open. Let's shut that. And so this is not displaying as it should be. And also the Poyomi version 9, whatever. Whenever I try to install that on this, that Thry or 3 menu option that you use to lock materials disappeared. Instinct. Other thing you messaged, yeah. Apparently, she did have a name, Olgra, and she's no longer just Mankirk's wife. So it's not a blood debt situation where you have Mark and then Mark's wife. Which, hang on, I need to... Taking a look. Yeah, it's Mancrick, where you swip the letters. Let's see, editor version 2019.4.16 F1. But that is the version that all of the online tutorials that explained how to set this nonsense up said you use this version to use these other little plugins and softwares and things. for the VRMs and the VSFs. I haven't even tried it with a more recent version. So I guess I should.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Marcus.
That's a movie I really do need to see. I've probably seen the entire thing just by memes alone, because it seems like every single minute of that movie is memeable somehow. So anyway, how's your sex life? Wifey and you happy to do a watch party? Okay. You've watched it a million times. You're going to do it over on Kick or Discord? I'm guessing Kick would be kind of dangerous and you get banned forever. Then again, Kick doesn't care. Discords? Okay. What if Popcorn Palace? You know, just what if? Do fly under the radar and Kick, but I'm sure they probably do have some kind of like automated scanning thing. At least if they're smart, they do. Because otherwise, if they could be opening themselves up to some potential liabilities. But yeah, what if we watch on do a little Popcorn Palace watch party thing over in my Discords? I keep talking about wanting to do that, but then never do it. Give us a day. Oh, also, well, tomorrow's probably not going to be a good day because I've got a lot going on. And then Tracken has told me that the next thing for the new PC that will be arriving is the cooler, and after that will be the Tracken. So we're thinking, or he says we're thinking like end of this week, maybe sometime next week. Not a whole lot of time between new PC getting new PC up and running and Ferality, but that's just how we roll. Yeah, stuff for VR chat usually assumes 2022, and VRM is 2019. Little bit of a difference. Yep, Tracken says he's gonna come and, well, I don't know if he plans on helping build it, or if he's just coming to deliver and then watch me put stuff together. I think it'd be cool if he helped me build it. I think it would also be cool if his arrival here lined up with Resolute showing up. Because Resolute was coming into town to visit with Wild's parents, and I don't remember when he said that was going to be, but that'd be kind of neat if the three of us could get together. If it just kind of all happened to coincide. Have to be soon-ish. The new level cap for COA comes out this weekend, and you're going to be all over that. Got to hit that grind. But the sudden realization that Ferality is just around the corner has kind of made me go back into panic mode a little bit. Because I know I want to stream it, but I'm not going to be able to on this machine. And I'm also not sure if I would be able to set up Linux and all of the things that Linux would need in order to run VR chat in time for Ferality, since I'm going to be bumbling blindly for the most of it. Cutting it close? Yes. Ferality starts on the 5th, I believe. The current PC will be retired. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with it, because I already have my previous PC sitting in the little cubbyhole underneath the desk. This one's just kind of sitting next to me. I know the previous PC should probably be moved on its way. Turn it into a MAME machine? This one already is. I've got MAME on it. There's a couple of arcade games I like. I dig Dragon Blaze. I played that on stream. That was the old bullet hell-y, typey, vertical scrolly shooty, very wonderful, perfect translation. You are God of Sun? I'll cross you out with my dark power. Ooh. Yes. Okay, this one is working. Notice something nifty about this. We are colors. I actually set up a little hue shift on all of the colored parts. Mame, not meme. Oh, well. Back to the Ultra combo. Oh, Morgus, something else I noticed about this one, the way I'm passing the, That's gonna make me laugh every time, isn't it? The way I'm passing the values directly to the variables to manipulate the colors doesn't seem to work with saturation or value. So we can't do grays, blacks, or whites. So I am going to have to figure out how to do animations in VSF, and I have no idea. And I really don't want to keep bothering Brixie every single time I run into a little roadblock. Rar and Stuff Sage! You have arrived in time to see nothing is different. Yeah, you have all the skills for like VR chat and Blender and Unity, but not VTubing, the VTubing side of it. I think Brixie is happy to help, though. I don't like pestering people with things, because I always feel like I'm imposing on them. Walking home from work, well, you have a good, safe walk, and a very uneventful one. The other thing about the new PC getting here, as soon as it is, we need to finish Neverwinter Nights before that happens. Because once I have the new PC, it may be a little while before I stream again, because I'm going to have to get all of this set up and working under Linux. And again, bumbling blindly. That would be cool, doing recording tutorials. Sparks did one of those explaining how to do an animation and add it into like for VR chat, and I'm kind of wondering if I can sort of steal that and somehow build off of it to put an animation into VSF. What do I use for arm face tracking? Okay, so the hands is a Leap Motion 2, and the face cam is just a plain Logitech webcam. Now, if you have an iPhone, that's an even better deal, because the iPhone face tracking is far superior. It will do a lot more things. Most importantly, you can stick your tongue out and the iPhone will read that. Webcam doesn't. I can go blip, and nothing happens. And that's why I have to press Control 9 and go blip. That. I wouldn't recommend an old iPhone, because Tracken gave me a which one was it? Which one was the it was the first iPhone that had a LiDAR camera for face tracking, and it runs incredibly hot, so hot the phone starts to overheat, stops charging the battery, and then it just runs out and dies midstream. Newer iPhones don't have that problem. Oh, and also you will need to get like an app on the phone to like manage the face tracking, but VC Face and VNAN can talk with, I think there's two different ones, and I can't remember what either was called. I had one of them at one point, but because we couldn't figure out what the the heat issues, and when I was trying to reach out to the creator of the program, he would never respond. And then I finally just said, okay, fine, refunding. And we are back. Then let's see. That's webcam tracking. Where's the Here we go. Phone art kit. Eye facial mocap is one of the ones that's listed. There's also something called Meow Face, and VTube Studio work with it. Uncover your shame. We're streaking through chat. But yeah, just a plain Logitech webcam, which was it C90 something? I remember C9 and 0 being involved in the numbers for it. It's basically the webcam that everybody uses. Let's see. Devices. Here we go. C920, that's it. I was close. Maybe not numerically, but, you know, there's just a 2 I was missing. You use eye facial mocap on iPhone and Warudo. Yeah, Warudo, if you can get that to work, apparently you can also have it talk to like Steam VR, so you can use your full body tracking. Supposedly VNyan can do that too. I haven't had the best of luck with it, like the positions are all completely out of whack. But they did mention in the patch notes for the current version, the previous version that I am using, that they did address that, so I should give it another try, see how it works. 'Cause that would be kind of neat if I could actually just strap on all of my body trackers and go full FBT here. You haven't been able to get the tracking to work while you're also in VR? It's been a while since you tinkered with the blueprints. Yeah, I was thinking, I thought about jumping on for Warudo, but it was... I am very slow to switch to something whenever something is already working for me. So, unless it did something that I needed it to do that VNyan can't do, which one of the things we were talking about was, like, doing a co-op and actually have both of our avatars being on screen. Supposedly VNyan does have that, but it's like a separate thing that you have to run. And it's also, like, no documentation on how to use it. It's gonna be cool though. Whenever we start doing full VR stuff together, we got our full body tracking, and because Tracken's got he's got body trackers. He doesn't have the full set, but he does have some. He just needs to set them up somewhere somehow in that tight tiny space that he's in. It's one of the reasons why I like Slime VR. You just put them on. You don't need to set up the little lighthouses or anything like that. You don't have to worry about the trackers not being able to see the lighthouses. Which is good, because I do actually wear some of them under my clothes, so they don't slide so much. And you have some more time, you'd like to up your VTubing setup. It'd be pretty cool. I know you were also thinking about working on your avatar as well, and fixing up your the textures. Oh, that reminds me. I saw Sinra at the Wing Meet, and he had a variant of the Moonfang that was like less floof. So like all the hair and cheeky floofs and tail floof and floofy floofs that the Moonfang has, he had like smoothed down, and he made it into like his Orca Sona. It looked really good. Well, you have the lighthouses and the trackers, but you won't get a harness for them until after Ferality. Harness? I'm just using the Velcro straps that it came with. Although a chest harness would be nice because the chest tracker slides down a lot. And then I have to just I think the biggest surprise right now is that Traken doesn't have a harness. And with that, let's get into some Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm sure you can make it work. Whoosh. So, last time we met with Woodman, we got Leaf Shield. Get equipped with Leaf Shield. Get your weapons ready. Random question. Random answer is sausage. But we helped Leaf Man, who turned out that the lady that was really nice to us the whole time since we got there, she was the bad one. And the other lady that was rude to us, she was the good one. And I called it. I freaking called it. And there is proof of me calling it because I have trust issues because of video games. But once we did that, then we talked with the Woodman, and he told us he really didn't tell us much. He told us there can only ever be one Spirit Eater at a time, and the Spirit Eaters always are eaten by the Spirit Eater. So, why? Oh, that's why. Enjoy the view. Rawr. Nope, no shorts, but Morgus is working on that. And when he does get the shorts on, then I will be adding them to the set. And also, if I can make it work, I want to make it so that the Ultra hoodie and the Ultra shorts are color coordinated, so that the same value is going to be passed to both of them. Problem with shorts, though, is that the only time you will ever see them is when I get anviled. Anyway, what was Marf asking? Random question. Primalos contain pets like hunters, and you tamed one of those tigers from Echo Isles. What would Mancrick name a tiger? I don't know what Mancrick would name it. But I would go with Shere Khan. Oh, yeah, that's right. We picked up some stuff, too. The Ice Troll Helmet. Passed down from generation into generation of Rishimi warriors. This helmet provides its user with enhanced vitality and resistance to attacks of both physical and magical natures. However, this helmet's magic favors strength over grace, and the rushing charges encouraged by its users raging have often led this helm to this helm changing hands, perhaps more frequently than it should. +2 deflection, +15 hit points. -3 reflex, +3 to will. That's a surprise. I'm surprised that it would give you a plus to will. What about longs? Just pants that go down past the feet. They're just kind of floppy. Ryan Stuff Kentucky Crab Doubler. This is not a bad helmet, but unfortunately, we are using this headband of intelligence +8. I could give this to someone else. Yes. What do you have? You got the stag helmet that was given to you by your friend. Has resistance to divine damage, freedom of movement. That's really good stuff. I think you'll keep that. And you do not have a helmet at all. Okay, perfect.
I am listening.
Here you go, Gan.
Yes.
A hat for you. Really wish we could hide that. That is clashing.
I am listening.
Heck and back. Been a minute. Nice shirt. Thanks. It was actually, in fact, this is the first stream where I'm showing it off. I just got this thing working like yesterday. Welcome, Spirit Eater. I've kept watch for you for literal months. What took you so long? It probably hasn't been that long, actually. It's probably just been days. Headman Ujik will be pleased that you came. Ujik has knowledge of Spirit Eaters and a gift to share with you. I've begun preparations for a feast. It's not going to involve spirits, is it? You didn't just gather a bunch of spirits? You're not going to open a Ghostbusters ghost trap and it's like, go catch it! With your arrival, we can complete the feast. We're going to have to kill everyone here to get out, aren't we? Follow me, please. Even the game is saving.
Yes.
All right, what are your long duration buffs? We got that's 1 minute per level. This is 1 minute per level. That's 1 hour. Okay, go ahead and Circle of Protection versus Evil. And I guess we're just gonna sit here. Oh wait, what about this one? This is 10 minutes per level. That'll work.
X.
And then you only had... You have Premonition, which I think is still active, because we didn't even get in a fight. I buffed up to fight the dream people at the end of the last stream, and we resolved it with diplomacy. Follow me, Spirit Eater. Bone pile. This pile of bones has the bones of several types of creatures. They all look as if they've been gnawed on by powerful teeth. Some of the bones look human. Let our steel sing! Hi, tribesmen. Soon we will feast. Soon we will feast. I'm not the only one who sees where this is going, right? What was I saying earlier about trust issues? I'm itchy. Why I wear this skin? Hush, youngling. We have guests for dinner. I'm so hungry. I hope they taste good. Hush. Here they come. Yep, we're just gonna be murdering everybody here. My grandsire, Ujik, is right ahead. Okay, we are buffed up. Sure. Boop, boop, boop. We won't do Iron Body just yet. Oh, wait. There. Target me. Bop, bop. At least your trust issues come from video games. Yours come from women. Oh yeah, you've told me about things that have happened. But then along came Wifey, and Yep, the other one just, it was no longer a problem. Just a little further. Alright. Ujik's first wife. Ujik's second wife. But where is Mankirk's wife?
A pleasure.
Something... What is it? Something's not quite right with this man and his tribe. I feel as if I know him. He seems familiar somehow. You remember where? No, it eludes me. But if I met him before, this was not the form he wore. Spirit Eater joins Hill Tribe for a feast, and Spirit Eater has brought an Ursine ally. What feast? There's no food here. I'm stupid. Yeah, Ursine ally. Oku, the Bear King, once hunted and tried to eat me. I still bear the scars from Oku's teeth. I have hunted many throughout the years. Very few have escaped my claws, and I remember them all. I do not remember you. Oku does not remember me because I conceal myself with the skin of my prey. I'm hiding my power levels. Like Spirit Eater, Hill Tribe wears different shapes. We do not feed in human form. And now Spirit Eater sees true form of Hill Tribe. These creatures were cloaking their true appearance. Be careful. They may have other deceptions cast. Oh, come on. Am I the only one who sees where this is going? Uthraki, shapeshifters, and not friendly. Be careful. They may not be hostile. They are always hungry. And ones such as we are often on the menu. I know you now, Ujuk. You chattering ape. Wow, Oku can't say that. And I remember the taste of your blood this time. I shall have more than just a taste, I think. Perhaps this time the gift will pass to me when Spirit Eater dies. I suspect I killed the others too quickly before. I shall make this death linger. Karara, tend to the younglings while we adults deal with the Spirit Eater. Yes, grandsire, save me a portion of the loins. I savor it so. You are way too young for that, kid. Well, yeah, only challenging. This creature resembles a gray-white ape with a dozen completely black eyes set all around his face. Yep, everybody kick his butt. Just join in. Nope, coming in behind us. Oku, handle this. There. Oh, matron down there. You know, if she just came and joined this fight, then I could just AoE them all at once. Wipe out their entire tribe. Don't dispel. What'd you get rid of? Premonition? Gan's not being hit. It's okay. Nice 0 damage, loser. Oh, well, Oku's on fire. Oh, that was the, that's that fire shroud, whatever it's called, spell. What level was that? Yeah, Shroud of Flame. One that you light somebody on fire and they take damage, but then also anybody around them also takes damage. And I never used it because the damage was kind of... It sounded pitiful, and it is. Well, glad we came here for this. Oku, pass your reflex save. Witch blessed. Blessed by the hands of witches and men, the shield's magic seems to consume weaker spells cast upon it, glowing with a bright and piercing light as their power is drained. AC +8. It's a light shield though, and it's just spell immunity to level 3 spells and lower. Dang, that's actually pretty good. But I think I still prefer the heavy shield we've been using since the end of the previous campaign that gave us damage resistance to every element. Please spare the younglings. They've done no evil. The children should not be punished for the crimes of their parents. Leave them in peace. Blood ties are strong, and given that we slaughtered their parents, these children may grow and become like them in time. Slaying them now may prevent greater evils later, especially should they come looking for us. Spirit Eater, I beg you, don't eat us! They may be innocent now, but they will grow into monsters. I fought the adults in self-defense. I am not a murderer. Thank you, Spirit Eater. The Hill Tribe will never bother you again, I promise. Yeah, especially since, you know, they're dead. Come, younglings, quickly now. Huh, interesting. That did not shift my alignment at all. Well, the entire reason we came to this area was to meet with that tribe, and that's what we got for it. So let's see what else we can do in this place. Where are we? Okay, so this is the farmhouse. This is the whatever their tribe was called, Hill Tribe, and then there's just all of this. So the whole reason we came here is just for that one little corner of the map. I wonder.
For the crusade.
Actually, no. You scooch back. Bear, you go after that guy. Gan, you scoot back. And I'm going to use the Eternal Rest and see if that works on an elemental. Kaylin, you are not moving. Be moving. Damn it, you killed him. You know what?
I can do that. Hold. Do not move.
Everybody just chill.
It seems we have unpleasant company.
And switch you guys to melee mode. There.
New enemies have revealed themselves.
Me and the Earth Elemental will just do our thing. It's fine. I can 1v2 these guys. Or 2v1, whatever. Alright, near death. Good. Invalid target. Okay, you can't do it to them. Alrighty.
Let us attack.
So it worked on the fire elemental guy back in the forest, but not these guys. So why is he all black? We're 100% black. Me too. Here, come here. We'll go to the right. No, wait. Good adventurers go left.
Your death has
Orglash.
been too long delayed.
As easy as
Yeah, go help with that one. You guys do that. Don't worry. I got this. I am fine. Because I'm going to try to Eternal Rest this one too. Almost. Okay, okay, he's at near death. Let's do it.
I shall do so.
No, no, everybody back the heck off. This is my tasty snack. Invalid target. Okay. Well, I tried. Holy crap, you're man. Just did one of the first Quillmore quests in Crossroad and shredded those big men. Primalists are so powerful. It seems like a lot of classes, well, 2 classes in that thing are a bit broken. The Rune Master and the Primalist. Rune Master honestly does sound like a class I would enjoy because it's a melee fighter mage. And obviously that's my thing. Any more of those guys want to appear around here? No? You sure? Alright, we'll go this way. And then we'll loop back over here. Yeah, get close. Kaboom! They use mana, rage, and stone-themed geomancy attacks. And one of the heals costs rage. Okay. So as long as you're attacking, you can't die. It's like they thought, you know what would be cool? And then, we can balance it some other day. All right, lots of these little guys. Oh, I bet I can put these guys to bed by time. Everyone stop attacking. No, dang it. I'm trying to do as little damage as I can to these guys, but I don't outright kill them. He wasn't supposed to still be badly wounded. Oh, he's gonna die at this swing, isn't he? Yep. Next. You, survive, please. Darn it! You, survive, please! Dang it! I'm too strong! Oh good, you're at near death. You did not die. I'm going to get my wigglies out. Invalid target. Okay. So, Telthor aren't undead? Even though they are spirits? Alright, you go ahead. Noble Kuma, venerable Watomo, shake off your dreams and look who has come, with his head hung low in shame. The danger I sensed before was not the maddened spirits of the crags, but these spirits before us. Be on your guard. Ancestors. Bah, do not claim us as kin. Our blood ran thin in your veins, and now it does not run at all. Bite, 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 bite. Rar stuff, Zaffy! No, my hoodie! Hang on. This is a freebie for you. He stole my hoodie! And that whistle is going to make me laugh every single time. But yes, hoodie time, except not now, because now is naked time. Oku, son of Koju.
Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, see, that's what the cartoon should have been using. Instead of the boing, just boing, oing, 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 oing. Oku, son of Koju. Do you remember this place as it was? Enough to understand the ruin you have made? And back to plain white. I need to do that. I should make it so that this one also gets random colors whenever it gets selected. I might be able to do that. Oh, wait, no, because if it is white, then any hue shifting that gets done...
It's
okay.
cool too.
Plain white is cool. In that case, we will keep it. You mean to say that Oku's responsible for all these mad spirits? Oku, who are these bears? I got a feeling if I say you will address my ally with respect, or I'll send you back to your dreams by force, Oku may not appreciate that. All hoodies are great hoodies. Mm-hmm. Yes. Zavi comes in and just drops wisdom. Oku, who are these bears? Ancestors, elders of my kind, and Otomo is his grandfather. In truth, I am the one who sired Oku's father, though my son's spirit has passed to Bala's golden wood, and he bathes in these pools no more. Better that your father is gone, Oku, that he does not know how you led your race to ruin. Have you not looked for your kin? Have you not wondered where they've gone? Or does this monster who holds your leash not permit you such thoughts? I don't have my pig out, so this probably won't work out too well. But I'm gonna roll this diplomacy check. Whoa! Yes! Honored ancestors, if Oku has committed some crime, at least allow him to defend himself. Oku, you see? Oh. Influence gain Oku. You see, he's no monster. We will end this curse and... And? Do you remember the fight on the ice, grandson? How it led your clan against the Eater of Spirits? And add 2 extra ones, so you can always make them brighter or darker color in gray. Oh, if you set the color to red, okay, yeah, I could just do that. I'll have another one that's just this plain. What if I also just had like a plain, well, I don't know. I tried like a dark gray or a black one, and the dark gray blends too well with me, and black has other issues. But yeah, I can adjust that in Unity and just add like another duplicate. Make them brighter or darker of color. Well, unfortunately, I'm having difficulties with adjusting saturation and value levels at runtime in VNyan. And I don't know how to add animations into the VSF avatar. I need to learn. And I can't find any tutorials on how to do it. My brain brained. Medicine don't work. The brain cell was elsewhere. It'll be back. Don't worry. Oku told me. He fought the previous Spirit Eater, and the man spared his life. Entire. You mean I wasn't the first Spirit Eater to single-handedly smash your army? Oku told me he fought the previous Spirit Eater, and the man spared his life. My grandson's wounds were deep. His spirit bled and faded. He should have come to the wells to die, Venerable Watomo. He should have come to the wells to die, Venerable Watomo, as our laws command. The queen of talking beasts would have judged his soul in freedom from his oath. But Oku chose his oath above our law. He brought the monster to our sacred barrow, to the chamber that was meant for him. Braincell ran away last weekend. That's the last we've seen of it. Do we need to just put it on a milk carton? The chamber where I awoke? Dreams are returning to me, little one. Perhaps it is the waters of the wells drifting on the air. I remember how the Spirit Eater traced runes upon the stone, the same runes you saw there when you woke. When he died, and the hunger fled his corpse, it was trapped by his runes. As long as it was trapped, the hunger could not pass to another. My grandson would have you think that he made a noble sacrifice, Spirit Eater, but he knew that he would doom his race. Ad break? But bears! We're talking to bears! Our barrow is a sacred place, a wellspring of dreams, and it was poisoned by that monster that was trapped within, and all of our race went mad. They perished as wild, slavering brutes. So you called Oku here to have your revenge? Bite the ads. If Oku did this, he had a good reason to end the curse. Perhaps he is a traitor. I need not explain my reasons to petty, vengeful ghosts. They lured me here, lying in wait. No better than mortal men in the skins of beasts. Whatever your reasons, Oku, son of Koju, you must answer for the deaths of our race. So say all the elders. Why must that answer be death? There's no need for violence or... And what would you have done? Allowed the curse to continue and devour even more spirits? A king's duty is to his clan first. And to other races second, or not at all. Your answer is a crime of kinslaying by committing the same crime? Or you answer a crime of kinslaying by committing the same crime? What justice is there in that? We would not... I'm glad Kalen is here. Right stuff, Hono 5 Kami! It's Mep! Hi, Mep? Oh, you two know each other? Oh, of course you do. I saw you in his stream. And then there's the ads. So everybody get up, stretch your legs, check your closet, see if you got any more hoodies, because I think there may still be... Are there any that haven't been shown yet? It's a small world after all. It's this fandom. There are so many, like, tens of thousands and well, probably more so, hundreds of thousands of furries, and yet somehow we all know each other, or at the very least we know someone who knows someone that knows each other. It's fewer than 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. But anyway, get up, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, make sandwich, and we'll be back in just a few minutes to continue talking with the bears while Kalen passes our diplomacy checks for us. Whoosh, whoosh, and we are back. Where Kalen has succeeded, where we failed. If only I had my pig out, I could have held up my pig and they'd be like, yes, I see your point. No, we're paused. Influence gain! Look at them, Cassandrian. They're old. Once dreamed of wind and blood and sky. Now they chatter like apes and bicker over laws. No, my grandson is right. We have lingered too long without flesh or fur. Our minds are full of words, not dreams. Let Oku find peace in his own way, if he can. But do not look for us again, son of my son. Your decision doomed your race, and so your race must be lost to you. now, and always. Farewell, grandfather. Alright, well, okay. And then just suddenly more ghosty animals. So we probably, yeah, I think eating any of these spirits would be kind of a dick move, because I think these are all his kin and relatives and people he knew. And be like, oh, this is your Uncle Reginald, huh? Nom 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 nom. I bite. But that's okay. We haven't been eating spirits ever since we found the cheese. Oh, wait, what was this? The Wells of Lurue. Save. Beneath the night sky, the pool shimmers like black glass. Behind every ripple and splash, another sound seems to lurk. The baying of a great bear, or perhaps the howling of a wolf. This is an ancient place. It is sacred to beasts that possess awareness of themselves and their consciousness, like some humans do. They're gone now, but their spirits and memories remain. These memories, these fragments of their waking dreams can be seen like ripples on the surface of the water, while others swim deep in the undertow of the pools here. What kind of memories? Battle, blood, death, sleep, comfort, life, mating. Their dreams were not different from yours or mine, though some of their senses were keener. They bathed in these wells, and it soothed them. It also mirrored their feelings and thoughts. Is it possible to enter these dreams? Not with the eye. Not with the eyes with which you... Not with the eyes with which you see the world. With the dreamer's eye, perhaps. You would have to drink from the pools, however. And they will not show you only the memories of beasts. It may cut into your subconscious as well. Though that may serve as an improvement. Influence success! I can stand beside you here and in your dream to help you sort and channel any rush of images that occur. If you'd like. An anchor, if you will. Alright, hopefully none of the beasts that bathed in here also peed in this water. Let's go. You sip the water. It's cool and sweet. At once, the ripples and splashes of the pool seem to grow louder, and the sound of the world recedes. Plop. Oh, we're fine. Then your knees buckle beneath you, and you're falling into the soft embrace of the grass and the dream that waits beyond. But then we got back up, so it's fine. You know, I'm starting to think that Gan might actually be the most important character in this story besides us. Because we keep having these moments where it's just me and him doing dream stuff.
What is this place? Is this where you awoke? The barrow?
I don't know if this is the barrow. Yeah, this is the barrow. Old man, you seek the spell of mastery. This old man is dressed as a wizard, and his features mark him as a Rashimi. Beyond that, you can discern little. As far as you recall, you have never met him before. Cassadrian, is that you? I feared you'd come too late, or not at all. I found something. Kept it secret, kept it safe for many long years. But the faceless man may be close on your heels. We need to make haste! Well, I've got a persistent haste, so let's roll. Should I know you, old one? Surely not. I died before you first drew breath. I fear that I am little more than an echo, a memory of what was. Quickly now, follow! I think we should go with him. Poof! And he's gone. The faceless man can wait. I want to see what's over this way. We're gonna get any fat loots from this dream. Oh, it was his camp that we found here before. Look there. Do you see him? Yeah, someone's inside the cavern. In the place where I awoke. Not really, I guess. Yeah, it looks like I can kind of see someone down there. He created all you see here, or it formed around him like an island, a hidden fortress in a limbo of dream. I only drifted here by chance. These caverns came later. After I arrived, this sanctuary somehow reshaped itself for me. What little remains of me, that is. You still haven't told me your name, old one. How would this sanctuary reshape itself into Oku's barrow? 'Cause that's the Spirit Eater! That's him! Who's in the cavern? A remnant, perhaps. A piece of a larger whole. There were many such remnants once, but the hunger has gradually devoured them all. I've come to believe that he is a memory, like me, of a previous Spirit Eater, or of something that came before. Who are you? You still haven't told me your name, old man. Nor do I know it myself. I think that my name is not important. Not for you. And you are why I'm still here. All that really matters is this. I know something about your path because I once walked it myself. Wisdom, insight. You were the Spirit Eater who came before me, the one who spared Oku his life and made him swear his oath. I remember the bear as he was in life, not the colorful ghost he's become, but a glory of bristling fur and ivory fangs. We are discarded, we who bear the hunger. One after another, we are used up, burned out. But the hunger lives on and passes on to another. I tried to break the chain, but the proof of my failure is standing before me. What I never did was look within. I never thought to learn what the hunger truly was. Why would this sanctuary reshape itself into Oku's barrow? This cavern is where I died. Lord Oku swore an oath when I spared his life on the shifting flows of Tirlag. Swore it in the hell of cracking ice and screaming, drowning beasts. He would help me end my curse, whatever the cost to him and his tribe. His barrow would become my tomb, and he my guardian, that no mortal should ever go near my corpse. And when the hunger fled my remains, it would find no new face, no new mask to hide behind. So the hunger passes to a new mask upon death of the previous Spirit Eater. Even as I stood over the corpse of that slavering madman, the one who bore the hunger before me, I felt it enter me, and I remember nothing more for a time. When I awoke, I felt the stirring inside me. You know it well, do you not? And I knew what I had become. Is there nothing I can do for you? In return for keeping this memory safe? I ask only your forgiveness. For I haven't told you the whole tale. I set wards to guard this chamber, for I was far stronger than I am now. Beasts await you there, spun from your own darkest memories, dreams they may be. But if you are slain, you may never find your way to us again. Wait,
Greetings.
go on, he's waiting for you in the cavern. The boy. The boy's face seems familiar, though you cannot place him. His eyes are bright, and he stands patiently, as if a parent or loved one left him for a time, and he's just awaiting their return. Save. Oh, it's just shadows? Oh, it's just shadows! I can give them sleepy times. Before you do anything, you need to cast Death Ward on yourself. I think I'm gonna be okay. And then not perception. Premonition. And put this greater shadow to near fatal, please. Oh, whomst? Oh, the mage guy summoned that. Can you just go? Can you get past this? No. Okay. Well, you attack the other shadow. We'll kill him. Yep, that is the thrice cursed shadow right here. Okay, gotcha. Do the thing. Did it not? Invalid target. What does this work on?
This one then.
Fine.
Shall we indulge ourselves?
I can do that.
No, I'm gonna go and beat this guy up. Once a powerful wizard of Luskin's arcane brotherhood, this ambitious mage exchanges... Yeah, we read that before. Kicking his butt. He's undead! He's got to be! Do the thing! Whoa, what the hell is happening to Gan? Did it work?
That.
I'm not sure if it worked. Used Eternal Rest. Cool, it worked! Did we get a Spirit Essence out of it? Is that what this is? Volatile? Yeah, it's fine. Whoosh. Oh. Old man is just... Why'd he teleport like 10 feet to be here? He could have walked. Boy's face seems vaguely familiar. As if you have met him before. His eyes are bright and he smiles at you. Do you remember me, child? I brought someone to meet you. Have you seen my brother? I think he's forgotten me. Your brother? Who is he? Priests call him Akachi. Oh, it's the Spirit Eater's brother. The one that he said, hey, let's go tear down this wall. And his brother's like, yeah, sure, bro. Thanks, I could help, bro. You should get here sooner next time. And they laughed and laughed. He says it's an Eastern name. We all get them when we were given to the church. I call it Eveshi. But when the priests aren't listening, my brother calls me Araman. Araman, the word for laughter in the old Mulan tongue. My brother says I laugh enough for the both of us. He says I'll never make a very good priest if I can't stop giggling during service. I knew this boy's face was familiar. I've met him before, but as a grown man, a red wizard called Araman. Are you certain? But that could be... Here, take this. I saved it for you. Mask fragment. Boy. A piece of a mask. He never offered this to me. A third mask fragment to join the other two. Thanks, but how do I use it? We are what we remember, what we dream. Nothing is gone while pieces still remain. This is the piece that is me, but I'm only a part of a whole. The old man is speaking excitedly now. But his words are drowned out. A rushing fills your ears, and the dream begins to break apart. Yeah, but what do we do with the mask? Does the item description have any hints? You acquired this object in a dream, and when you awoke, it was still clutched in your hand. The object appears to be a piece of a shattered mask. In the dream, this fragment was given to you by a boy who identified himself as Armin. Its colors shift and blur as you look at it, though most often it has a bluish or greenish tinge. What about the other pieces? Yep, had it when you awoke. This was in, yeah, we got this from the wall. Bishop was holding it. And then this one was the red woman. This one has a reddish tinge. And this one has, where is it? Oh, this one's like a gross gray yucky one. It's the color of the wall. My spirit energy is so full. Anything else? Oh. This is the same pond, different pond? Beneath the night sky, the pool shimmers like black glass. Every ripple is the thing in the stuff, and it's a howling wolf. Awoo. $350 penalty. Drink from the pool? You find the water cool and fresh as before, but its sweetness is faded, like a flavor indulged too many times, and you're granted neither vision nor dream. So it seems like the only way to really get enough spirit essences to do any crafting with them is to indulge in your hunger a lot. Every single time you have an opportunity, you eat something. And it seems like the game's going to punish you for doing that. Because it's going to build up your craving and make your spirit meter drain faster. What did these things do? Oh, you gotta combine it. Yeah, first, you can't do the, you can't look at what volatile ones do, because they do nothing. And I don't have any more brilliant ones. Oh, stack them up. And it's only 6, not even enough to combine. 28 volatile water. Here's some more volatile waters. Some brilliant water. Stack them up, combine them. Into the bag. We have pristine, but no more brilliant water. So, okay. 5 brilliant water. 30 volatile power. Stack them up. And take out the brilliant power as well. Combine. And then combine again. Stack it. Stack it. Pristine power. Which, at level 30, we're going to use to max out our armor and that adamantine sword I made back whenever we first started. We are currently level 28. Yes. Got a ways to go, though. Oh. Who are these people? Dirthan? Hey, we know about the Dirthans. Bet you this is going to end well for us. And them. Game's even saving. Ah, look! Spirit of hunger, we know you. Hiding here amongst these crags, we heard your approach like a shriek upon the wind. Wisdom. I've heard of your sisterhood. You're the Dirthans, fallen witches. Fallen? Is that what the other witches say? Did those wrinkled crones also tell you the secrets of your hunger? How it moves from one mask to the next? If we slay you here, your hunger will pass to one of us, and then we can use the power against our cowering sisters. And it will be Whitefeather who cowers amongst the rocks and wails her sorrow into the empty winds. Yep, okay. Everybody attack. I'm just going to walk over here and maximize Fire Burst. Yep, you are all in range. Alright, that one's backing away because... Okay, that one is dead. That one is dead. This one is still alive because they were named. My party is hurting because, kaboom! I just gave him a maximized fire burst. Even the fire elementals felt that. Well, some of them did. And give you zip zaps. Chain lightning. Bzzzt. Boy, did they ever choose the wrong fight. Miscellaneous object? A Malorite totem. This gruesome items, the severed paw of a young panther, its fur matted with blood. Priests of the vicious deity Malar have laid spells upon it that allow the totem's use to be of greater, the totem's user to be of greater use to their dread god. Though its magic is usable by anyone, it contains an almost palpable sense of viciousness and rage, enough that those around you can feel its rapacious evil. It lets you cast Avasculate, but it costs charges, and a summoned creature costs charges. -8 diplomacy. Gan. We're selling that thing when we get back to town. Just a couple of spell scrolls, a little pile of money. And a magic wand, looks like of summoning, so nothing of worth here. Gan, how's your regen going? Yeah, okay, he's ticking back up. He's fine. Are we high enough level or high enough influence with Oku that we can do the talkie thing and get the cool buff?
Little one, I was hoping to speak to you for a moment.
You seem to be in a pleasant mood.
Yes, little one. I have been enjoying our travels together. Sleeping in my barrow, I have forgotten the joy of wanderlust and the thrill of combat. You've given me the chance to remember. More importantly, you've shown me that you are genuinely striving to end the hunger within you.
You don't have to thank me for dragging you along and using you as a bodyguard. Why would you doubt that I'd want to end the curse?
At first, I was concerned that you would revel in the ability to destroy. Many spirit eaters have done just that, given into the hunger and embraced it. But you've been defiant of the wrath within you. I no longer have doubts about my oath to help you. I have a gift for you, little one. A token of friendship.
You consider me a friend, even though I defeated you in front of all your subjects? I consider you as a friend as well. And I don't need any gifts.
Nonsense. It is of little effort for me to give, and you have earned it. My confidence in you, in my oath, has empowered my will. I feel fearless and without concern. I want to share with you some of the strength you've given me.
Thank you, Oku.
I am here to help you, to protect you. By making you stronger, I do more to keep you safe than I ever could with tooth and claw.
Based on Oku's influence stats with you, devoted, you have gained the influence-based feat Bear King's Eternal Might, rendering you immune to fear and strengthening your willpower, health, and ability to suppress the hunger. Cool. Let's go. So, is that it? Is that all there was in this area? And every other area that we've gone to in this chapter has been like this hours-long adventure. And this one is just, alright, we're done. Came in, killed a few people, left. We did get a mask piece, though. That seems important. Anything else we can do with you guys? Hi, Anya.
A pleasure.
Thank you again, Ganyev. I shall miss you.
What can I do for you?
Thank you again, stranger. I shall miss you. See, do we need to do any spell shufflings? Nah, I think we're good. So let's go back to the city. Traveling counts as a rest, so we'll get our little suppression back. Spirit energy is 95, so we're fine there. And Gan, give me that gross totem paw thing back. We're selling that.
Yes.
What do we got here? Nephris's key. We're going back there. What was the Halyeen? AC 4, 20 hit points. Oh, Foxheart Buckler. What's this? A fox once spared a powerful pixie who granted it intelligence far greater than its brethren. Suddenly sentient, the fox was struck with an intense wanderlust and began to travel around the realms. Its gift made it an oddity, and capricious nature spirits took notice and placed their gifts on it as well. As the fox traveled, growing more cunning as it went, it arrived in cold Rashomon on the eve of a Thayan attack. After observing both the cruel Thayans and the brave Rashimi, the fox threw its lot in with the latter, managing to trick half of a Thayan null camp into a mad chase off a cliff, into the gorge of Gauros. However, the trick was not enough to save the fox, and its remaining Thayan forces filled the poor creature with arrows. Because the fox died defending Rashomon, it rose as a guardian spirit after its death, and the great bear Oku took the creature into his court. In return, the clever fox infuses various items with his power, hoping to aid lost my spot. Hoping to aid the allies of Rashomon and extend its own strange legacy just a little further. It's a light shield, plus 6 intelligence, and plus 10 bluff. Wouldn't be bad, but we have a helmet that's giving us plus 8, so that plus 6 is doing nothing. And I don't think Sophia can use light shields. Otherwise, I like that story about the fox, about the clever, smart magic fox. Except that he dies. But it's cool. He gets better. This totem's only worth $6,000. Okay.
Yes.
I am listening.
Had a thought. There is a crafting table. We haven't touched it. Well, we have touched it a few times. We didn't know what it was for. There is a crafting table back here that I believe was a mask crafting table. Or not? Magician, Alchemist. Maybe I misremembered that. Oh, here it is. Greater Mask of Persuasion. How long has this been in here? Just waiting to be... Oh, maybe I... Or did I find this and put it in here because I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to wear this because I don't want to lose my intelligence bonus. That +5 to diplomacy might have come in handy more than once, though. So, give me that. And we got these pieces. And it looks like... It looks like there would be 3 pieces, because this is like a top right third, that's top left third, and that's the bottom third. I don't know what to do with it, though.
Gather behind
I
me.
am listening.
I shall lead.
You, sir! Lothario! Oh, he has nothing to say. Sweet Wallace! He has nothing to say. Amber Rose! The play is almost complete. I'll be so happy to perform with an audience of adoration. I can almost... I couldn't catch it. Were I a sorcerer myself, I simply conjure golems to replace these dreadful actors. Magda?
Pleasure.
If I might suggest a theme, it might lighten the mood in this dark, dank place.
It's me, Lothario.
It's me, Lothario! Wahoo! If I might suggest a theme, it might lighten the mood in this dank place. Let some dreams air. I suggest a grand performance, a drama, the Dreamwalker of Rashomon, a wild, unpredictable, breathtakingly handsome spirit who wanders the land and the dreams of its people, especially the daughters of farmers full in the throes of their womanhood. Now that's a play I wouldn't mind seeing. Hoist up the Kessie and then shove a burrito. Ooh, burrito. What kind burrito? Nom, 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 nom. I love burrito. You got bean burritos, beef burritos. Chicken burritos are fine, but bean and beef are the better ones. Which seems strange to say. It's like, oh no, don't, keep the chicken. I want the beans. Beans. Yeah, wahoo! Extra, extra large strip steak burrito with extra cheese sauce. Ooh, melty cheese sauce. Chocolate coated beans in a burrito with cheese? What kind of monstrosity is this? Correct. Bleh. But the mention of cheese sauce just reminded me of a commercial. Galactic Taco Bell. The jokes of diarrhea never cease. But there was a commercial years ago with anybody here have a Sonic drive-in? There were these two guys. I always hated their commercials because they were like irredeemably stupid. And it's just like the commercial is always just talking down to you. But there was one time where they're like advertising their hot dogs, and the guy was, like, hot dogs, get your hot dogs. Here's, rattling off the ingredients, and he gets to melty cheese sauce. And he actually calls it melty cheese sauce. And the other guy's like, what kind of cheese is that? And the first guy says, melty cheese sauce. They may as well have just said, it's not. Diarrhea is an endless font of jokes and memes. Awful when it happens to you, but funny everywhere else. I mean, that's basically Montbark's whole thing. He's the one that I got a explosion at the diaper glycerin plant from. Now that's a play I wouldn't mind seeing. agree. What your friend suggests might be a play with meat on its bones. Indeed, not the paltry fare we provide. But one must ask the Dreamwalker, ask why the Dreamwalker walks. There needs to be some motivation, some purpose to his movements. Why, adventure, of course. The thrill of an open road and an open mind is always a lure. Many tales have started with little more. Well, let's hear what Magda thinks. She is an actress, after all. On the surface, such motivation might work, but we strive for something deeper at the Vale. We may seem to be a place of surface appearances, but there's always something else at work. Explosion at the diaper glycerin plant. Why would the Dreamwalker walk the lands of Rashomon? Surely one with the ability to walk the dreams of others would choose somewhere else. Perhaps instead he runs from something. Runs? A hero such as he? Come now, you've already lost me as an audience member. Do not lose more. Actually, I'm intrigued. Go on. Don't go so quickly. Give her a moment. Let her cook. We need something to add to the drama. Well then, let us say he's an exile, of course, forced to wander the land. Oh, sowing chaos, perhaps, living a life of whim and fantasy. But why? He does not seem to be a being without choices. Why would he choose that? The chaos around him might be him rebelling against routine, order, stability. But what symbolizes such an order? Cities? I'd go with cities. No. For that he would find some comfort. For he would find some comfort there. Something closer. What would be more structured than a town, more confining, or seemingly so? No, I think something more intimate would be called for. Ah, now we're back on track. Intimacy that perhaps a family or another could provide. Yes, our hero perhaps runs from that, yet down inside seeks it as well. Magda is reading him like a book. Are you okay, Gan? You look uncomfortable. Why prey on the dreams of others? Is he alone? Is that why he wanders? So many mysteries. Try to suggest a play to liven things up around here, and already you've murdered my idea. Where is the amusement in such a play as you suggest? Indeed, perhaps it's not amusing at all. Caricatures provide amusement, but paintings have layers, and this Dreamwalker feels more like a painting to me. Oh, you have a shop? Oh, that's right, you sold, like costumes and things. Can I ask her about the mask thing? Mask bench? How do I use that? No, I don't want to find Linrenra's secret room. If it not but good fortune for us, my lord, you're welcome to rest here any time you like. And if one of your companions needs a place to stay, well, I'll just tip one of these rascals out of his bed. If only our sweet Magda was half as generous with her own bed. You're generous enough for all 5 of us, you lecherous rogue. Yes, but mask bench. How does mask bench? Examine. Workstation used for constructing masks. Several masks in various stages of completion lay on and around this table. It looks like the person who was working on these masks was suddenly interrupted. I got a hammer of golem craft. Where's my smith hammer? Does this work on you? Must be used on a blacksmith workbench. May as well leave this hammer here.
Yes.
I am listening.
I just feel like there's something we're supposed to do with these mask bits and this mask table, but I don't know what. Do I add a, I'm just spitballing now. Do I add? I only have volatile spirit essence. I hope that's good enough. Well, no, wait. Plop. And then, if I mold spirit. Nothing. What about without the spirit essence? Nothing. Maybe there's more pieces. I feel like this is a mechanical thing that I'm not understanding. The game has not yet explained. What do we have here? Oh, we got a bunch of volatile air essence. Good, I need more of that. And then we have brilliant air essence in here somewhere. Yep, there we go. Nope, not it. That one. Only 6. I just need a couple more, and then we'll be able to do we'll have 3 pristine air essences, which we can use to do a very mighty lightning sword. I'm gonna pick up those mask pieces. Just take these with us. Are they usable? No. Hey, Gan, do you know anything about these? Lost in thoughts?
So to speak. Does your dead god speak true? He seems a false sort. But this wall he speaks of, that had the ring of truth. Is this wall where I am bound, when I pass from dream to silence?
Merkel would take more pleasure in a truth that caused pain than a lie, I think. Without killing you, I can't really say, but I'd rather not test that theory.
If that wall is where I am bound, I would tear it down with you. In helping you, I would save myself.
Heck yeah, tear it
I
down!
would be pleased to wipe the bony smirk off that dead god's face.
Questions?
Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer.
Do you know anything about masks that we found in dreams? No?
And how may I honor you?
Nothing. Sophia?
If there's something I can do for you, just ask.
Never mind.
I
Kaylin?
am glad we have time to speak.
Oh,
There's something I wish to share with you. A protection of sorts to aid you in our travels.
I didn't
You
realize
met
we
my
had,
brother and sister in Mulsantir. Unknown to many, my siblings and I share strength as members of the menagerie. A blessing I wish to convey upon you.
I didn't know that we had, built up our influence with her. I am honored, Kaylin, but what is this blessing?
It is a protective ward that enables focus even when one is in tremendous pain, and allows one to resist wounds and ailments that assault the body so the mind can remain pure. It will aid you in the struggles ahead, perhaps even help you resist what consumes you.
I thank you, and I accept this blessing of the menagerie.
So be it, it is done. Even should we part company or I perish, the blessing will remain. Neither time nor evil shall chip at it, and it will help you until
Ooh,
the
I
end
like
of your
this
days.
color. Brian Stuff Teen! Based on Kaylin's influence status with you, Loyal, you have gained the influence-based feat Blessing of the Menagerie, giving you a bonus to your fortitude saving throws. Oh, that's it? Okay.
Gladly. If I have the answer, it
let's
is
see.
yours.
Yeah, let's save before I ask any of these in case I say something stupid and she hates me.
Yes?
You look exhausted. You should get some sleep. Merkel's words to you, they must have cut deep.
I am merely tired. It will pass. Do not trouble yourself.
Ilmater teaches that in suffering there is strength.
There are times that I have doubts. May Ilmater forgive my weakness.
Ilmater.
It grows harder to move along the path when there are so many obstacles. Blood stains our path. I have used Ilmater's powers in battle. It is difficult to reconcile.
Challenge and adversity grant strength, though it is difficult to see at times.
It's
how we gain
to grant
levels.
little comfort at times. And sometimes the world around us howls so loudly it is difficult to hear the call. Forgive me, I did not mean to bare my soul to you.
Akachi may have once felt the same, but his actions were felt far into the future and grant you strength now. And bearing soul is part of the healing. There's nothing to ask for forgiveness for.
Merkel's words cut deeply. It pains me that my faith is weak enough to be assaulted by one such as he. But I thank you for your counsel. Your words have helped.
Questions?
Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours.
Earlier you mentioned something about our goals being the same.
When you came to me in the Death God's vault, I did not realize how closely you were tied to that which I seek.
You mean destroying the wall of the faithless?
If by destroying it, I can aid you, then I will. I have devoted my life to it. I do not know what doing so will do to you, but your condition will only worsen. Merkel's gifts frequently return the recipient to his halls.
Don't those halls now belong to the new god of the dead, Kelemvor?
Yes, and as terrifying as Merkel and his legions may be in death, Kelemvor in his home plane is more terrifying still. It will not be an easy journey, provided we can reach there at all. He does not take amusements in death, but in his judgment he can be deadlier than Merkel ever was.
It's fine. One rarely complains when a woman bears herself to him. Influence lost. We're having a touching heart-to-heart moment about what the dead god told her about her faith being weak and no god will want to take her. And it's like, but what if horny?
Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours.
So you're a follower of Ilmater, right?
That is correct. I am a sister of the Ilmatari, follower of Ilmater, the suffering god. We bring comfort to those in pain, and take the painful burdens of others unto ourselves.
What brought you to that faith?
Many faiths seek to help those who suffer, but it is my feeling that only Ilmater approaches it justly. In Ilmater's teachings, I find there is truth. Through his priests and his blessings, we seek to help all who hurt. There is a freedom in such all-encompassing sacrifice, I find.
You speak as one who's been treated unjustly and without freedom as well.
I have explored other faiths, it is true. I was once a doom guide for Kelemvor, the god of the dead. But it was a difficult path to walk, and there was no justice or reason in it, so I was forced to turn away.
Do you wish to discuss it?
It is difficult to express, but I will try. Once I was one of the priesthood of Kelemvor, god of the dead. I walked the plains, alleviating the suffering of others. But to face those same spirits, to soothe them and comfort them, only to know that they are bound for a place that torments them, it is not something I understand.
Ryan Stuff Wrecker and Flaming Ice Dragon. Am cute. I like my new hoodie. I like this color. This is a nice blue. And the green of the inside the hood. I might actually use this color combination in VRC. I hate it! Well, no, I don't. What do you mean? I mean, I understand what she's talking about. She's saying that she hates, like, comforting people and helping ease them into the afterlife, knowing that they're going to be going into the wall and have their soul devoured. It's like, here, I will comfort you for a little bit, but it's about to get a lot worse. But what do you mean? Explain it to me like I'm stupid.
In Kelemvor's faith, they teach that death is not something to be feared, that it is part of the natural cycle, but that is not true. If one does not worship the gods, there is much to fear, and no prospects of peace in the afterlife.
No prospects of peace? I don't understand. I'm stupid.
To comfort a dying child, knowing it is destined to scream eternally in an ever-living wall. A midwife of the plains who has never heard of such a thing as gods. An entire plain of sea wives who farm the sea and seed the oceans to bring about life. To know that they are bound to become stones in the wall of a faithless citadel, crushed together by dogma and ritual that has never once been reflected upon, that never once has been examined for what it is.
Oh, you're talking about the Wall of the Faithless. Oh, I'm stupid.
Yes, the great wall that encircles the city of judgment. Its bricks are souls that never pledged fealty to any god, nor knew that they had to achieve paradise in the afterlife. They are mortared there, crushed together to suffer by archaic law. No matter how good or pure or unselfish they were, it matters only if they followed the proper rituals to a deity, any deity.
Ryan Stuff BP. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Alduin? Parthenax is better. But I do have Alduin sitting up on top of my shelf. Godless souls are doomed to Asmodeus and Beator in D&D lore. Because of the Pact Primeval. So apparently is I don't know like how canonical it is with D&D lore, but if you do not worship a god, when you die, your soul goes into the Wall of the Faithless. And it's basically just a punishment for not worshiping a god. You know, any god, doesn't matter which one. But if you don't put your faith in a god, then where would one go? I'm stupid. We know this already.
I do not know either. Only that the Wall of the Faithless should not be their destination. Religion is not ritual. It is intended to comfort, to strengthen, not to punish. Is lip service to a god, is that what is important? Or is it the acts and belief that matter?
What about just reincarnation? You know, you die, and the DM says, all right, roll up a new character. Prefer the divine Soraka Mai Selena. Oh, she is my faith and one of your OCs. You know, I wonder if that would count. What if you don't worship one of the main gods, you just worship one that you made up? Because isn't that how gods like in this setting come about sometimes? Is just people believe in them enough? Or no, wait, I'm thinking Discworld, aren't I? But if enough people believe in it, then ad break starting soon. If enough people believe in a thing, then it just sort of manifests a god. I think that was how it worked in Discworld, isn't it? I can't remember if that's how it also works in this. I know people can ascend to divinity, but where did the other gods come from? Where did the first gods come from? And if they need worship to exist, then how did they exist before there were people to worship them? From Godmart. Ah, yes. Great value. What do you believe should be done?
The Wall of the Faithless is an archaic construct. A joke, a jest of another god of the dead to whom souls are seen as stones to pile upon one another to see how high they might go. My conscience cannot be silenced on this. I hear justice. I hear the last words of those who suffer and need comfort. All of these things I hear, always. But beyond them, in the fugue plain, I hear the cries of those dead who lie within the wall, and I cannot forsake them.
If you go, I will go with you and help if I can. To travel to the city of the dead is not an easy journey. One few have attempted and fewer have survived. Well, I'll go with you. I want to rip down this wall too, because I think it's stupid and dumb. Just like this ad break is stupid and dumb, but we have to do it anyways because Twitch demands it. So everybody get up, stretch your legs, see what other extremers are up to right now. Sabin might still be live playing some Stalker 2. It looks pretty cool. And we will be back in just a few minutes. Whoosh, whoosh, and we are back. Back to thrilling, exciting conversation with this lady who's just got so much emotion in her voice. But if she's going to the Wall of the Faithless, I'm going to go with her. And we're going, tear down this wall.
I would welcome your help. And it lends me strength to know that you are my ally in this. I will fly to them, and I will grant them wings as I have. I shall release them from the curse that their death has become. Because it is the right thing to do for one's spirit to be at peace.
And I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Oh, you have a story? Alright. So how can spirits be released from the wall?
I believe that only the god of the dead can unmake such a construction. To do so, I must appeal to Kelimvor himself. I led the Second Crusade to tear down this wall. Like the first, it failed, but I still live. It will continue.
Second Crusade?
There was a First Crusade.
Yeah, I know.
It too was stalled for a time. The one who led it suffered as I had. That is part of the journey, I feel.
Well, what happened during the First Crusade? I'm stupid. We don't know this story. Had a virtual meeting with a vocational rehab today, and trying to help me find a new job that you can do given your limitations. At one point, she needed our tax info, so I had to get up to go to the wife's room to get the tax folder. When I came back, out of reflex, I said my usual thing. Everyone can relax. Gambit has returned. Did she get the reference? Aww. Lame. Find a different vocational person. One with better taste. Hey, what happened during the First Crusade? We don't know this story.
My grandfather sought to dissuade me from my efforts with the tale of the First Crusade. I do not think he understood the tale he was telling. Before then, I did not even know that there had been previous attempts to bring down the wall. To realize that others had felt as I did gave me a new strength, new conviction.
Who led that crusade? I'm stupid.
One mortal sought to cast down the wall and failed, even with an army at his back. His name was Akachi, sometimes known as the Betrayer.
Mask of the Betrayer! Why'd your grandfather tell you such a tale? Well, she just told us to dissuade her from doing the thing. You are not prepared! After your grandfather... Tell me about your granddad.
He is a Solar, and I one of his descendants. His blood runs through my veins, but my perspective and my spirit are my own, not tied to the higher planes.
After he told you the thing, what did you say?
Only one question remained in my mind. So I spoke it. Why must the universe be so? Grandfather answered, resolved with, what is there to be done? To him it was a statement. To me, it was a question. It is that question that is the torch that leads my way in shadow. I know what must be done.
To him it was a statement. To me it was a question. Who tells the storyteller's story? Why did he tell you such a tale?
In all things, Grandfather saw process and order and ritual, and that is what he tried to teach me when he told me of the First Crusade. But those are abstracts that orbit a purpose. If the purpose is flawed, what meaning do process and ritual have?
Rotten stuff, Firehead Nick. So, this conversation just kind of goes in circles until I say, I don't care anymore. Because we've already asked what she said, and she asked her to tell us about her granddad. And then just say, I don't care anymore. Other questions?
Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours.
So, you're from the upper planes? You come here often?
I come from the slopes of Celestia. My heritage is evidenced in my wings and my eyes.
Your eyes are unusual, but I haven't seen those. What are these wings you're talking about?
I noticed that. Your eyes are like mirrors, which makes them doubly pleasing to me. It allows me to admire my reflection without need for a looking glass.
I see.
I hope you can, with eyes like that. I'm a lot to take in at once, so feel free to study me at length if you must. I am used to such attention.
You might need to step back to look at Gan. His ego alone can fill a castle.
Such fire to your words, they burn me. Quick, get the priestess to fan me with her wings.
Are you making light of me?
I would never do such a thing. Although with eyes like yours, do you know what light is?
You are strange. There is much about your heritage that evidences in your behavior.
About Gan?
I am curious what this ebony-eyed creature of the slopes of Celestia sees in a humble hagspawn such as I. Pray, priestess, continue.
Very well. I see that your feet find the patterns of dirt and sand beneath them uncomfortable, as if you are used to stepping in dreams, not earth. You toss about words like a wind around you, in the hopes that their speed and flurry will deflect questions and prevent you from being seen for what you are. You are hurt, Genevieve of Dreams, and that pain drives you to hurt others, for you have been taught that that is the wheel that turns the world.
You saw that just from looking at him?
Ah, I think your faith has led you astray, and your eyes may not see as deeply as I may have thought. A shame, but no doubt my colors would blind you.
Spectra of color are something I know only from text, not from experience. My eyes do not perceive color as you do. There is only black, white, and little else.
Then you may find Oku easier on the eyes than the rest of us do.
So you're blind to colors?
My grandfather once said it was something my belief had chosen, not my blood. I would not call it blindness, but I see the world differently, yes. My eyes can perceive the spectrum of planes at times, even if the array of colors is lost on them.
I have walked in the shadow plane before. I mean, there's a portal to it right behind us.
Your journey marked you, and I sense an absence within you as if your heart was removed. Its pain has faded to be replaced with something new, an affliction seeping into the open wound. Whatever affliction I sense within you that has filled the wound, it feels larger than the wound itself, as if the wound is merely a door. I do not know if Ilmater's blessings will aid you, but the fact you bear such pain is a testament to your strength of will.
Wait, we're getting a lot of influence with her. We probably should have done this conversation much sooner. More questions.
Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours.
When we met, you mentioned the House of the Triad. What is that?
The House of the Triad is not a temple, nor is it a place upon the prime material plane. It is the name bestowed to the three great mountains circling Mount Celestia on the outer plains. The realms of Torm, Tyr, and Ilmater lie upon the crest of each mountain, and the triumvirate forms the House of the Triad. It is a place of great beauty, where the orchestrations of divas are carried on the wind and sun. But it is sealed to me, and never again shall I know its comfort.
But as a priest of Ilmater, can't you go to his realm?
The House of the Triad is closed to me, as is all of Celestia, even Ilmater's realm, with its temple that embraces the sky. No creature there can feel pain, fatigue, or even exhaustion. One is renewed within its walls. There are times I miss it, I confess.
That must be suffering in itself.
To comfort the suffering is at the heart of Ilmater's beliefs, and it extends to his disciples as well. I thank you for your sympathy. To show compassion for others brings one closer to my God, and those we seek to heal.
I have more questions.
Gladly. If I have the answer.
More
it is yours.
influence. More brownie points. Tell me about yourself.
I sought to lead a crusade against the city of the dead, to correct the injustice I saw there. If the universe would not remove the wall of the faithless, then I would. I was not the first to feel this way. But Akachi's tale is one you already know.
Yes, you just told it to us. It's the first time we've heard it. Ever.
Gladly. If I have the answer, it
Tell
is
me
yours.
tell me about your family.
What of them?
I was curious about your brothers and sisters.
I have 4 siblings, and we were seldom apart. We called ourselves the Menagerie, and we took on the mantles of animals that reflected our spirits the best.
Were seldom apart?
Yes, recent events have separated us, and our paths have divided.
Why'd you take the name Dove?
I was the spiritual leader of the Menagerie. I took the dove as a symbol of peace.
That seems at odds with your crusade.
It was never my intention to attack the City of Judgment. My intention was to bring down the Wall of the Faithless. To bring down the wall by violence was not my intent. I had hoped, if Kelemvor saw the strength and conviction of the crusade assembled, it would cause him to reconsider.
That sounds like hypocrisy, Dove. No, we're not gonna roll that. Trying to force Kelemvor's hand through mob tactics is not as diplomatic as you would think. You wanted to talk, but were willing to fight if need be.
It was too important a cause not to be willing to fight for it. It still is.
This is the only option it wants to give me now is the taunt, or just end this line of questioning. Fine, because we're not doing that. More
Gladly.
questions.
If I have the answer, it is
tell me
yours.
about Shadow Mulsantir.
It is a shadow of the city you have left behind, but as you may have perceived when you arrived, it is not an exact imitation. There are distortions of architecture, and sometimes a different flow of streets or paths. It is enough to recognize what Shadow Mulsantir is supposed to represent, but not what it is. I hope that served to dispel your confusion rather than compound it. To describe Shadow is an elusive thing.
Seru with the raid. Rar and Stuff Raiders. I am Cassedrian, and we're playing some Neverwinter Nights 2. You have arrived in time to, I think we're at the end of this discussion. We're exhausting all of her dialogue. So you missed some lore, but most of it's stuff we already knew. You were playing actual D&D. How's that going? Did you have exciting adventures today? There's another 4 hours of dialogue.
Gladly.
Any more questions?
If I have the answer, it is yours.
Nope, we're done. Although we did just gain a lot of points with her, so let's see if we've increased our influence level.
The more I travel with you, the more I learn from you, the more I am certain of my convictions. There was a time in the past where I felt I had the power to lead others in a righteous cause. Now I see what a true leader is capable of. I and my brothers and sisters bow to you. You have earned our loyalty, our devotion, and the bond that comes with it.
Bond? James Bond.
Bond implies capture, I suppose, but that is not its strength. This bond will free you from other chains, and hopefully help you end your curse. Our philosophies and our desire to save others link us already. In traveling with you and seeing proof of your heart, I can channel my strength through that link to empower you. You may find greater calm in seeking wisdom and learning from the events around you, but it is not solely a meditative bond. When others seek to prevent you from acting, they will find they cannot.
Beat a major boss fight and you have to go away for a bit? Okay. Hitting level 5. Nice. Do sorcerers get their next spell levels at 5 or 6? Do they get it on the odds or the evens? I thank you, Kaelin, and I accept this devotion of the Menagerie.
We pledge our devotion to you, and the link is now forged. Your quest is ours, and our power and strength shall be as yours. Even should I die, or we are split in battle, the menagerie shall remain devoted to you. So shall this bond be forever marked upon you. Together, let us act to end this curse of yours and bring justice and mercy to the plains.
Based on Kaylin's influence stats with you devoted, you have gained the influence-based feat Devotion of the Menagerie, giving you freedom of movement and a bonus to your wisdom score and fortitude saving throws. Well, I guess now our cape is not quite as useful, but it still gives us some bonuses. So we've got freedom of movement, immunity to mind-affecting spells. What else did we get? I know somebody's giving us regeneration. We've got a lot of cool passives just from our group, just from being friends. That is the power of friendship. Alright, well, could not figure out what to do with the mask pieces. It looks like there's only 3, because, you know, you arrange them out and it's like that's top left, that's top right, and that's the bottom. It looks like it is split into thirds.
Yes.
Whoops.
Yes.
Wait, no. We actually, no, the Shadow. We have to go back to the Thayan Academy. That's our next stop. Check to make sure. Fragments. Oh, here we go. Fragments of a mask. You've acquired 3 fragments of a shattered mask. Together, they would form a whole, but you cannot reassemble them by any ordinary means. 2 of the masks were given to you by mysterious figures who you encountered in dreams, the Red Woman and the Boy. Both suggested that the fragments somehow contain their essences. You found the third fragment embedded in the Wall of the Faithless, or at least a dream version of the wall. Incredibly, all 3 fragments are able to exist in the waking world. You suspect that you may see the Red Woman, the boy again, and they may provide the means to join the fragments together. Okay. Okay. Moving on. That's all I needed. Thank you, game. Ding! Level 17. What's the cap now? 25? Is that the recently raised cap, or is that being raised soon? It'll be raised to 35 this weekend if all goes well. Okay. You know what? I feel like we should probably take Sophia, since we are going back to the Thayan Academy.
If there's something I can do for you, just ask.
Even though every single time we have... Gan seems to be like super important to everything that we do. Because we keep going into dreams. But, Gan, you have a sit.
I shall wait here for your...
Aww.
Come this way.
Alright, spend your points. And... Oh, that's right. The feat that she keeps wanting to take is Silent Spell, which is dumb. Epic Spell Penetration. Hellball? Epic Spell. Yep. Uh-huh. Wizard, Sorcerer. Just different caster types. Uh-huh. Spellcraft required 30. Caster level Epic. Innate level Epic. It's an evocation. Fire, Acid, Electrical, Sonic. Oh, I think I remember the spell from the first game. You unleash a massive blast of energy that detonates upon all in the area of effect, dealing 10d6 fire damage, 10d6 acid damage, 10d6 electrical damage, 10d6 sonic damage. The Hellball ignores evasion and improved evasion. That's gonna cause me problems. And spells and spells and spells. Is there anything I even want? It's power word maladroit. Single word power causes the creature your choice to become clumsy, dealing 2 points damage to its dex, whether the creature can hear the word or not. Specific effect. Okay, so 25 or less is just dexterity drain. Lasts 1d4 minutes, lasts 1d4 rounds. So the power word spells are going to be worthless garbage at this point. The touch of idiocy, sure, why not, whatever. And we got a dominate down here. We can do that. There. Oh no, she's got more levels. Intelligence. Skill points. Flesh to stone. And greater magic dispel. Sure, whatever. Okay, good. And she did not get any spell slots at all. None. She's got a ring slot. Ring of protection, ring of wizardry. Just take that.
I am listening.
Alright. Back to the Thayan Academy. And we definitely want to keep the bear with us because I wanted him to step into the thing. Into the weird spirit splitter rainbow beam. Yeah, any other things? Legacy of the Headmistress. Yep, that's where we're heading. And there's the Dark Hunger. Okay. That's a lot of space between the next thing. And a mysterious device. Oh yeah, we never did figure out what this was for. Experiment with the device and see if you can find its use. You found the device in the labs of the Academy of Shapers and Binders of indeterminate origin and use. The Academy Masters, whose lab it was, is nowhere to be found, and it's probably allied with Ironman, so simply asking its creator what it does is probably not an option. Experiment with the device and see if you can find its use. Well, I did experiment with it, and I don't know what to do with it. I tried to, like, mash it together with some items. I tried to use it on myself. Maybe I should just show it to Sophia. Say, hey, what is? Oh, hey, Jero. You've been waiting here this whole time? I got all my spells back? I should, yes. I'm ready when you are. Let's go.
Gather behind me.
Nope.
Yes.
Sophia.
So the old god of the dead is nothing more than a passage in history. Forgive me if I do not weep for his passing. Merkel cursed Akachi and turned him into a monster that would spread the fear of him. And his terror came back to destroy him. I can't help but ask, how do you feel about having destroyed a god?
His curse might be the end of me, so I wanted it to be the end of him. I delivered justice. I did what had to be done. It's complicated? Nah. I did what had to be done to live up to my family name and face full life consequences.
I see. Regardless of your motive, I agree with what you did. The gods always meddle in the affairs of mortals. It's good to see immortals stand up to the most twisted of divinities.
I want to discuss something
like
else. I got a box. I can't ask you about the box.
Why would you only deliver just ice? Where's the beverage?
Well, you buy ice from one place, but you get all your drinks from somewhere else. So you get your, you get your Coca-Cola, you get your Pepsi, you get your Dr. Peppers. But you need to have ice with them. And those people don't offer ice. But I bet you I can't make as good of a Coke as they can. So we all specialize in what we do best. And I do ice and lightning. But nobody cares about the lightning. Which of these went upstairs? This one. Well, let's go back into that one dude's classroom where we interrupted the class and ate one of his ghosty peoples. Yep, he's gone. And everybody's just sitting around like, so the teacher's coming back, right? It's 15 minutes and we can go, right? If I knew how to make a homemade root beer, I would attempt it. I would try it too. I guarantee you it would not be very good, but I would try it. Oh, Bahiri. Whomst? Master Anarias keeps looking at me even when I haven't said anything. He does? Odget. Master Anarias is strict, but I think deep down he just wants to see us succeed. We're expected to be honorable on tests and assignments here, but we don't let that stop us. I don't see why they don't let our slaves take notes for us. Well, then you won't learn the lesson. And lesson 1 is I'm going to teach you why you shouldn't have slaves. It will involve a lot of fire. And them in their face. Not the slaves though. The slave owners. Fire in their face. Alright, we don't need any of the golem bits anymore. We can't take the golem with us. You have returned from leveling up. How you said your cantrip sorceress burst is OP. Did it just get another upgrade? I just got a pretty OP spell, too.
Yes.
In fact, I should go ahead and, hotkey all of her epic spells. So we got Epic Gate. And there's Hellball. And Mass Foul. And Vampiric Feast. There. It's 2d8 now? That spell is so ridiculous. Cantrips should not be that strong. Oh, so here's the spell that I just got. Hellball. It is an epic spell. You have to be you need a spellcraft of 30 and you need to be over level 20 to get it. Which I guess you can't get spellcraft of 30 if you're not over 20. And it does 10d6 fire, 10d6 acid, 10d6 electric, and 10d6 sonic damage to everybody within this AoE.
Yes.
Was unaware homemade root beer was even a thing. I didn't know either. But again, it's not something I've ever looked into. But I guess, it makes sense that it had to be made somehow, so it only stands to reason that it should be possible to make it yourself. If you know the materials, if you know the recipe, and you know the process, then you should be able to do it. Wait, this way. It's been a hot minute since we came through. I did not go to the basement. We need to go to the basement. Whop. So it rolls another d8 when you roll an 8, which you did not know is as long as you keep rolling d8s, it will keep rolling dice until you roll something other than an 8. Well, your chances of that going beyond 1 is, 1 in 8. It's funny. Card game one of my friends made. There was a very overpowered sword that was... He didn't realize what he had made until...
No one move.
Until after
I am
he had,
listening.
after he started playing with it, and it was every like weapon and things in this game had a level rating, and the level was just determining like how many dice you roll for the damage. So a level 4, you'd roll 4 dice for the damage. And it had a special thing on it where if you rolled a double, then you take what you rolled, and then you roll again and add on to it. And if you roll a double again on 4 dice, which is actually very possible to do, and you could just keep rolling doubles until you didn't anymore, it was straight up Borkened. Yeah, okay. Bear, stand in the thing. You hit 3 8s on the die. Dang! 27 damage on a non-crit.
Do not move.
Oh wait, I don't need to stand in the thing. I just need to activate the orb. Pew 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 pew. Bear! This image of a bear certainly certainly of striking similarity to Oku, although without all the markings and coloration he has now. Would Oku have looked this way in life?
Let us attack.
Let's kill the bear! We have to wait for Oku to get here so he can poke his ghosty image. Did we try to get Amanjaro to stand in the thing? I can't remember if we tried to get him to stand in it or not. Since I can't control him directly, then it would be a little difficult. Alright, go poke your ghosty self.
Yes.
Alright, well, that did nothing. Let's go. No, not to the classrooms. There, that one. To the tower. What would you name a Brolita-themed root beer? Yeah, Rage Beer is not really pun. Bro beer. I like bro beer, even though it doesn't really tell you that it's a root beer, and you might think it was an actual beer, and a bunch of like dude bros will be like, "Hey bro, let's get some bro beer." Oh man, this is getting me drunk at all. Marf, if you ever make a line of actual beer, you call it Brulita. I'm going to give Seru credit for helping me put that one together. Because whenever Seru said brew beer, I immediately went, Brulita, that's freaking genius! Alright, at long last. 3. No, not 3. There it is, 3. Whomst? Oh, Merkelites. Almost committed a war crime. A Duragar went invisible, and he went into an elevator and got hit with an ensnare, and the elevator started going to the roof. You just create bonfire in it and cause him to take 1d8 damage on the way up for an entire minute. That's the great thing about tabletop D&D is sometimes you will find ways to use your spells and abilities and just in weird and creative ways that can't be reflected in a video game. Only thing you can think of is Papa Bro's old-timey root beer. May need to hit the writing room again. Yeah, I think that needs a little bit of work. Well, since we're going to be fighting... Oh, wait, how strong are you guys? Challenging? I almost misread that. This shapely figure is cloaked in all black and bears the seal of Merkel, former god of the dead. Oh, are we going to find that Merkel weapon in here? The one that we used with the essence that we got? The essence that I thankfully did not use to restore the island shield. Well, let's get started. Bop, 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 bop. And protection from evil. What's the duration of this? 10 minutes per level. That's good enough. We can work with that. And dirt and...
Kilkofim Safin.
Yes?
Okay, you have... You don't have anything extended. Wait, what defensive spells do you have? You have not rested! You have nothing! Darn it!
Thrice cursed shadow!
You thrice cursed shadow! How dares! He's trying to enkindle a relationship. Sadly, the spark died quickly. I am embarrassed. It did not last. Damn it, Seru. See, as I was reading that, I was like, okay, what can I do with the word ember? I gotta think of something. And then you did way better than anything I could have thought of. So yeah, if you ever need a pun, you just need to ask Seru.
I thought I had been through every room, every corridor of the academy. Perhaps the founder is still alive.
You're dead!
My magic will erase this nuisance.
Switch to your bow. Bear, go help out over there. I got this, no problem. Zombie warrior. That guy's still alive. We can just go over here and... Oh, he's... why can I not? Hang on. True seeing. Some shinies. Hey, I got a letter for all of you guys, but unfortunately it's returned to cinders. Everybody else wants to back the heck up. Did it explode? Okay, it did explode.
I can do that.
This shapely figure. Both going with the ashes pun. Hey, I'm kind of proud of Return to Cinders.
This one then.
Elite vampire, bleh! Oh, dead. I was gonna try to put you to sleepy time. Why do you have to be so fragile? Stinking elite vampires. Pun was fire. I like to blaze a trail. have here? We have Scale Mail +5, dumb. Eldritch Charm. What do you does? Well, I can't use it. This amulet once belonged to the great warlock, Alaran Othon, who had created an institution not dissimilar from the Academy of Shapers and Binders with their dark contracts and imbue item ability. Warlocks excelled at such research, and many came to study and learn from Alaran. While a skilled practitioner of the arts, Alaran had little patience for diplomacy, and this ultimately led to his downfall. The Red Wizard saw his school as too great of a threat and demolished it after a fierce magical battle that lit up the skies of Thaymount for miles. +4 armor class, natural. 30% damage immunity, only usable by warlocks, so we're selling it. Thanks, I guess. Ooh, I've got the teen hoodie now. Oh, Brute Beer is... It'll work.
City of Judgment.
I mean, it's kind of hard to go from Brute and Bro, going from Ooh and O. Teen, or Tin, as a lot of people say it. I asked him how he says it, and he's said either. Really like Brulita beer. It's pretty inspired. But yeah, this is the hoodie that Teen always wears. Ah, I can step in this. I probably shouldn't have stepped in this. Ooh, Dirk Fruit. Let me just set myself to attack something and nom 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 nom. If I still drank, you'd make that. Unfortunately, yeah, you gave up drinking, and so Brulita will forever remain a dream. Three years now as of last month, which is impressive. Good job. Oh, what did that accomplish? Hang on. Is there anything in here that we can search or interact with? It's just a bunch of elementals. Should make this hoodie available IRL. If you did, I imagine there are several people in the wing group that would get it. I kind of want the Ferality Somna hoodie. I think it is very pretty. I like its design. Creek. Alright, game's telling me don't go this way just yet. Yep, teleportor, or is there no other way to go? And that leads to that teleport. And that just leads back to where we were. Okay. So yeah, that was, wait. This is a teleporter too. Oh no, it's gonna be a teleport maze, isn't it? Oh, I hate these. Nope, run. Hey Morgus, can you make this hoodie? Just make one that makes everybody look like a naked Z-Dragon. It'll be the most popular thing ever in the history of humanity.
Yes.
Ship you a special package. Ah, here we go. Treasure chest. Excedrin hoodie would be cool. I tried to make my own little custom design using like mostly black, and then having sort of like little triangular chevron-y shapes for my stripes. But I couldn't really decide what to do with the rest of it. I did try to put like my channel logo on the shoulders, and the way it like curved around especially the upper part of the shoulder, it didn't look very good. It was like stretched in weird ways. So I was like, okay, maybe not. I also thought maybe I should see about like the Draken symbol logo thingy, because I love that game. I mean, just the stripes and maybe the wordmark logo. I found my wife. But I wasn't sure what to do with like the chest or the back. I mean, it was just, you know, the stripes on the arms, and I didn't know where to go from there. I should look at that shield I just picked up. Well, that's a tower shield +5. Where's the other one? It had a funny name. Here we go. Kepaturi shield. And they're not going to Kepaturi from me any longer. Stripes, stripes, more stripes. I will be upset by the news, but I better tell me. But you are Man Crick, not Man Kirk. Don't mind if you want to get the channel logo printed. Well, we're talking about just on this kind of hoodie, but I actually do have a shirt that I got from Wiles' brother was running when he was streaming, he was running some kind of a giveaway thing from a website. I think it was called like No Name Gamer or something like that. And it was just a little discount code that you could use to get a thing from their store. And you can get like a jersey with, you know, custom designs. And the discount was only good for like a small adjustment to it. But one of the default shirts was basically in my sort of purpley color. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then there's like a little spot on it that would frame the logo perfectly. So I do actually have a shirt with my channel logo on it. I should show it sometime.
I spill my drink.
That is how his name is spelled. Oh, it is Mancrick? I always thought it was Mankirk. Mancrick. So, because the joke, the meme is, where is Mankirk's wife? And everybody has been misspelling it unknowingly all this time, including me. I guess that's all part of the joke. Yep. Alright, getting the view again. Maybe that's the joke after all. Stripes' name is Stripes. Kind of like Buck Rogers. I don't think anyone has ever misspelled it that way. This heavy shield was once held in the Mulhandi prayer towers of Kepatur. After the towers fell to the archfiend Eltab and his minions, it ended up in the powerful hands of the Thayans. +6 AC, +8 Wisdom, and lets you use Sunburst 3 times per day. Here you go.
Yes?
What are you currently using? The Triune Shield? I mean, it's not bad, but this is 100% a Priest Shield. So, shabam. There you go.
I am listening.
Oh, there's a Robot Chicken sketch making that joke? Okay. Man, I haven't watched Robot Chicken in a long time. Are they even still making that show? Oh, wait. Alright, I believe we have explored the, no? Okay. It's probably for the best. No? Maybe? I have no idea. I think they are? Okay, so it's either yes, no, or maybe. One of those three. Don't watch Adult Swim. I haven't watched it in ages either. Of course, I don't even have cable anymore. Turned in the quest. Dinged 18. Okay. Hi, everybody! Just getting myself into a nice central position. So, kaboom! Go for the casters first. Don't dispel my stuff. Oku just leveled up. Does that mean we're... Nope, we're like 3/4 of the way to a level. We have so much gold and nothing to buy with it. 1,694,111 gold. Just give me something to buy. Let me build up another castle. Love the giraffe skit. Which one was that? Oh. Oh, yep, there's Araman. Sorry it took us so long to get here. Let me finish buffing. I don't know what element to make myself resistant or immune to.
Yes?
And she has nothing left. Create greater undead. Sure. Make a zomblebee. Right. Everybody gather up.
Yes?
Yes.
Bear too.
Yes.
Alright, we need to heal Alman Jera, because he's a little weak.
Lori Conforus.
He is very far behind us in levels. Only lasts for a matter of rounds, but what if I just go ahead and cast this now? Oh, you also, yeah, protect from evil.
Abion Novo. Jordik to X.
Giraffe is sinking in quicksand, going through the stages of death. You mean like the stages of grief? But of course, as a giraffe, he's just gonna be, his head's always gonna be up. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. If that's where they went with it, that's pretty funny. Create greater undead. You too. You will also have a, actually it's a vampire, not a zomblebee. A vampire warlock. Oh. And go ahead and cast that.
Jordik to X.
Yes.
Mario Avoco. Mutato sus formu.
Stages of dying.
Mutato
Dying.
stangire.
DED.
Mutato
That
That is usually the process, yes. Alright. Hi. We're here to kick your ass.
Wait. Stay your hands, all of you. This is my brother, though his face is not his own. Faith and blood are the strongest ties of all. Stronger than comradeship. Purer than the intrigues of love. Forgive me for what I do here, but Akachi's sin must be washed clean. My fight has always been with the Red Woman, from the very start.
So looking it up, it seems Robot Chicken stopped after spring 2022. Oh, it ran for quite a while then, save for a special release in 2025. Merkel called her my ally. Who is she?
The founder. She started all this, gave life to the Academy of Shapers and Binders. It is alleged that she still lives, hidden somewhere in these halls.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother, you could not see. Her charms dragged Akachi from his god and his faith, and dragged me as well. For what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly, he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall. He failed the test that Merkel set before him.
Well, we're going to be failing the test that, whatever ads, it's ads are happening. And that's the test. So we're all going to have to get up, stretch our legs, go use the bathroom, go make a sandwich, see what other streamers are up to. But sir, there's something else that's failing. Where's the nearest loo? Just go right in front of him.
I love how they taste.
In dialogue. Let's see if he's able to keep his composure. Dark fruit. Whoosh. Whoosh. Thank you. See? Was that so hard? That's what I said at the end of that last clip. And I want the cute dragon too, or are you referring to me as the cute dragon? Because I already have me. Egg. And the Red Woman is connected with Sophia somehow? Somehow? Red Woman was Akachi's lover. He waged this crusade for her? But she's also... Well, this we know. Oh, Merkel is dead. The power that compelled you. the power of Merkel compels you. For the love you bore of your brother, let me speak to the Red Woman now. She holds the key to ending my hunger and his. I don't have my pig out. The Red Woman was Akachi's lover. Well, let's ask about how that connected to Sophia.
No, you are mistaken. Deeply mistaken. Do not go down that road. Nothing good will come of it.
With the daughter. I thought there were only 3, but no. Clever girl.
The Red Woman was Akachi's lover. He waged his crusade for her?
Selfish. My brother never spared a thought for those who suffered on her behalf. They believed in his crusade, or they trusted him. But my brother's only thought was for her. It was never the woman that I hated. It was the evils that we committed in her name.
That's some Torgo-like voicing there. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what she was trying to imply. Her tone was a bit difficult to read. To love someone and sacrifice for them is not evil. Oh, I can't do the thing. The crusade might have begun as you say, But Akachi also opposed the injustice of the wall. I can no longer do the diplomacy check.
Whatever its foundation, it became a higher calling. That is what must be taken from it.
Injustice? Mortals and gods are bound together by faith. Tear all the souls from the wall, and you shatter the order of the planes.
How and why? Because if it's specifically the people who are faithless, then those people have no connection to the gods whatsoever. So, how and why? What and whomst? What, when, where, how, and why?
Look at the chaos that this one soul has caused. Would you save thousands, only to doom millions? And do not think to sate your hunger on me. My soul lies in the realm of the dead, a hostage until I have done my God's will. I will send the Red Woman back to the wall, or I will die and go to my judgment with an untroubled heart.
Hold on. I want to try that diplomacy check. I didn't know it was going to disappear so quickly. Worst? She's trying to imply that she's waiting while the master is away. Alright. Call forth the pig. The pig has been called. We begin.
Wait, stay your hands, all of you. This is my brother, though his face is not his own. Faith and blood are the strongest ties of all. Stronger than comradeship, purer than the intrigues of love. Forgive me for what I do here, but Akachi's sin must be washed clean. My fight has always been with the Red Woman, from the very start.
Yeah, but who is she?
The founder. She started all this, gave life to the Academy of Shapers and Binders. It is alleged that she still lives, hidden somewhere in these halls.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother, you could not see. Her charms dragged Akachi from his god and his faith, and dragged me as well. For what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly, he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall. He failed the test that Merkel set before him.
Diplomacy. For the love you bore your brother, let me speak to the Red Woman now. She holds the key to ending my hunger. And his.
And I say turn aside as I asked of you before. She has made you her pawn, prepared a road for you that must not be walked again. And do not think to sate your hunger on me. My soul, I will...
Alright, well, we tried. Hey, you know what? You know what would be really funny? Let me see. Who looks the strongest here? I'm gonna guess it's probably Armin himself. Well, beans. This doesn't seem to do much of anything. Well, we tried to talk our way out of it. Time for some blood. Charges. Let's see. Maximize. A little bit of that.
My magic will erase this nuisance.
You know what would be really funny right about now? Mwah. Ah, heck. I have to be really careful where I aim this spell because it is an insta-kill. This is a nice hoodie design. Okay, did you guys successfully dispel something? It's hard to tell. You are barely injured, but what if evasculate? Yar, evasculate, matey! Kaboom! Oh, did he just like teleport? No, he's right there. Okay. Everybody just had a really bad time. I'm okay, though. I do not have any flame arrows set. I don't really need this, but it'll be funny to do it. 60. Thanks for the hit points. I didn't need them. Blap. Oh, a helmet. What is this? A chromatic crown. Granted to only the most dedicated of the Dragon Queen. Oh, who's the Dragon Queen? Oh, that's probably Tiamat, isn't it? The Dragon Queen's followers. This circlet is designed to protect the wearer with powers of all 5 chromatic dragons. Yeah, that'd be Tiamat. However, instead of focusing solely on giving one key item so much power, it could be argued that the Mother of Dragons forgot the one enchantment that could have made this the most difference in its use to her. A spell to keep the disloyal from wearing it. So it's just all elemental resistances and saving throw versus poison. And a pile of money. Dragon Queen, I thought that was Dracana in these parts. Maybe. Or perhaps she is just my queen. Oh, and a scythe +5. Too bad nobody uses scythes.
This place feels strange. As if the objects in here are alive.
Run stuff for all! No. Did it just wipe all of my buffs?
Get you back from her!
Hessa, Jasima, Shu, give me a moment to gaze upon.
Mother? I thought you were dead, and you're...
Ancient, wrinkled, a doddering crone. No, I am not the woman you remember, Sophia. Nor am I your mother in the sense you have always believed me to be.
The voices. I understand it now. You and I, my mother, we're all parts of the same person. The same soul.
My sweet daughter, you are all that was best in me. Everything that Akachi loved and gave his soul to protect lives in you. Of all the wicked things I have done to save him, you are innocent, blameless.
By
you
fire
began
and
as
by
a part
blood,
of me,
I
Sophia,
join with thee in the
but
order
now
of the
you are
flame.
more.
So the woman I knew as my mother, she is... was
Yay,
me,
jerks in
or
hoodies.
rather, us?
I'll tell you all of it, Sophia. Let me just greet...
Yes, all in good time. There's someone you should meet.
My dearest, look at us. You wear the face of a stranger, and I've known hags that are comelier than the prune that I've become. What a pair we are, my love. I must be hideous to you. To him, if Akachi was not the thing that he is, he would turn away from me with loathing.
Okay, finally! Brawl throwing down the resub. And yes, Durgs in hoodies. Durgs in hoodies. I have become a hoodlum. This is the strangest quantum rift meddling scenes in a Dragon's Age. Yeah, the story is it's weird, but in kind of a cool way. I'm into it. No, you are not hideous. And if Akachi were truly here, he would see only the beautiful woman that he knew in life. I am such a charmer. What does such things matter in the face of love? We are more than these trappings of flesh that we wear. No, I am not going to acknowledge that I am Akachi. I'm going to say if he was here, then he would still like you.
But he is not. The man that I loved is gone, reduced to an empty hunger that seethes beneath your flesh. And the fault is mine. I was the one he went to save, the soul he tore from the wall. So much lost for one fool girl. My beloved launched a crusade and sacrificed all that he was. Better that he had left me to rot, perhaps, and found another pretty thing to distract him from his faith.
That's the dad. That's like dad joke level. That's what we do around here. We do bad puns. You missed some really bad / good ones earlier. I thought Akachi's crusade was for justice, to save all the souls. No, that's just... I knew that this is not the case. Eee, pie. I'm gonna have to wash this hoodie now. He loved you. In his place, I'd have done the same.
I would not. Love had not become real to me. Not until the war. I'd have mourned his fate and turned away. If he was here, I would tell him.
Another one.
I
Just
have
into the
never
laundry.
rested since that day. This academy, all you've seen here, all this was for him. I know I cannot bring him back, but I can end his pain and the punishment that he never deserved. You have given me that chance.
Strange, I don't recall you asking for help. I think you better explain yourself. You got some splaining to do.
Did I place you in the barrow? Yes. Allow you to be joined with the monster that my beloved has become? Yes. Did I tear the shard of Gith from your chest? Not with pride, but yes. I have deceived you, relied upon your own self-interest to end my lover's curse, done evil for his sake, yes.
Then you deceived me as well. You never told me the truth. You merely said
that the stranger's life was worth more to me than all the lives on all the planes. That you should treat this stranger as if...
As if I loved him.
Sophia, I never lied to you. You didn't understand my words then, but they were true nonetheless. And you, stranger, who have suffered so much for a love you never knew, yes, you must think me a monster. But what do good or evil matter in the face of love? Love will break an oath, shatter a man's faith, and outlive God's. Love endures when your greatest hope is merely to end the suffering of your beloved, even if he can never again be yours.
No, it's Mask of the Betrayer, not March of the Betrayers. Wisdom, insight, Yena, Nephris. They are pieces of your soul, just like Sophia.
Fragments, yes. If one of us was slain, the others would carry on, and Akachi would not be abandoned. And each of them had talents of her own, a mind, a soul, can be teased apart, its elements distilled. Every person has talents, weaknesses, obsessions, all but the strongest are drowned out in the clamor of the mind. Sever one aspect from the rest, and suddenly it is stronger, more focused than it was as part of the whole.
Then the voices I hear
were our voices, yes, our thoughts. We were linked together, Sophia, our minds never truly separate. Nephris wanted you to know. She thought it practical to tell you, but I forbade it. If you shared in our secret, you'd have shared in our blame.
Now she's saying everybody's got talents. No, they're called feats in this game. Crash the desktop on a boss in Super Mario. Yeah, that always sucks. That means you have to run through that maze of a castle again. If its elements can be distilled, can we... I know. Scarlet Monastery. Can make sure that some skoomba was also distilled. Alas, they do not... Actually, they might work with narcotics here in Thay. You know, anything. Anything. So, zone back in, aggro non-scaled mobs in a different wing, run out through the instance portal, which then plopped me right back into the main area of the 4 entrances, where all of the other dudes were waiting for you. Feats? Ooh. Sophia said the voices were louder at times and kept her out of danger.
We understood the connection, Liana Nephris and myself. We could hear each other's thoughts when we chose to listen. And yes, we could speak to one another through our minds, but the bond became weaker with time as each of us grew slowly apart, became her own woman. Liana was the most difficult of all, living in a foreign land, adopting their language and customs. That is why we created the portals, so that Nephris could visit her, to ensure that she did not stray. We all watched over you, Sophia, and made our voices heard when you needed us. You were most precious of all.
I always heard you. Low voices, a crowd of people in another room. But when I'd search for you...
You could never find us, and you learned to ignore our voices over time. Just as we hoped, my sweet daughter. By your ignorance, we kept you safe. Even Ahriman never guessed what you really were.
WoW Talk, Miss Classic WoW. So, Raging Berlita, Marv, as we call him, has been playing on a private server that has, like, completely custom classes and stuff. And some of them sound pretty cool. Like, instead of just the regular mage, there's a lightning wizard. And that's kind of relevant to my interest. Then there's also the Rune Master, which is sort of like a melee fighter mage, which is also relevant to my interests. 21 new classes? Is that in addition to just all the base ones? How would they even make them all, like, unique and stand apart and balanced? Well, I guess they didn't. Hey, lady, we have those portals going anywhere. Can we make sure that there's one going to a tavern with an outhouse? No base ones, so just 21 new classes. None of the originals. Just, it seems like a lot. And then again, how many classes are in this game? You know, if you also count the prestiges. Wouldn't say they're anywhere near balanced, at least right now. And when you're talking about that many classes, and unless the people that are working on this really, really know what they're doing, it's going to be impossible to balance them. Some are going to be better, some are going to be worse. Heck, not even Blizzard can keep the main game balanced. It's just every time they update, there's a new meta. So a Starcaller tank pull like a quarter of water closet at a time. It was ludicrous. See, the devs are solid. They've been on top of bug fixes and crashes. Okay, well, hey, at least they're working on it and doing stuff. Can't be so unbalanced that you couldn't use your black mage to just annihilate the battlefield. Hadouken! Can they be so unbalanced as to make yourself unable to eat enemies because you skip right over near death to just plain death? Just because you hit too hard? Above all, haven't had this much fun in WoW almost ever. Okay, well, hey, that's pretty high praise, because I know you love Classic WoW. I tried playing Classic not somewhat too long ago, and lost interest rather quickly. And it was on that same Ascension network, whatever it's called. What was it called? Project Epoch, which I think is part of the Ascension network of servers now. Epoch, yeah, that was, you were on that. Yeah, I tried that. I made Undead Warlock and a Troll Shaman, and just kind of not really feeling it either way. The true balance would be wiping out the entire opposing party and your own in one go. Well, you do know that we are playing on the difficulty setting that makes it so AoEs do have friendly fire, and I did cast a maximized fire burst that did blow up Ganyev. I mean, he survived, but He wasn't feeling too great. Got so tired of getting killed in PvP over and over that you quit. Oh, I thought it had a PvE server option in that I was playing on. Dang, I'm glad I did stop playing and step away from it before I got so far that I entered a contested zone and been like, oh, it's mandatory PvP. Great. What part of you was Liena? Liena.
She was all that imagines and questions, withholds judgment, and sees all things anew. What better fragment to be my eyes in a foreign land than one that could love the land and its people as an old Thayan never could?
And Nephris, the headmistress, what part of you was she?
Nephris. The one I knew as mother, who was really just a fragment of you.
She is not gone, Sophia. Her fragment has returned to the whole, to me. She loved you dearly, as I do. Can you guess what part she was, daughter?
Your resolve. The unyielding scholar, the dutiful mother. A woman that men wouldn't love, but that a daughter could admire.
Not without sweetness to temper her. And that sweetness I gave to another.
Let's talk about something else. This conversation's dumb. Something tactics, something wipe the floor. No idea what you're referring to there, Zep. None at all. Got to the high 40s, low 50s if I recall. Just couldn't take it anymore, which is a shame because shamans were great. I still wish that Drakthir could be shamans in retail. It might have held my attention there a bit longer. But only a bit. I think I really am done with WoW. Let's speak of something else. Like, where's the crapper? I gotta... Uh-oh. Never mind. Where's the laundromat? There has been an explosion at the diaper glycerin plant.
Of questions or of judgments?
How could you be sure I'd find my way here? Why use me? Why not somebody else? Like, literally anybody else.
Because you had the will to master the blade of Gith, and because through the sword you are bound to my beloved and to all the sword bearers. In a sense, you are his heir, the first in many long centuries, and some part of him knows it. You have more control over your hunger than any of the others.
How could you be sure I'd find my way here?
I never meant to leave you on your own. Liena would have told you what you were, enough to understand your curse, but not to lay the blame on me. Liena and Nephris, my hands in the world outside this sanctum. Ahriman slew them both. He had watched me, waiting for all my fragments to reveal themselves. He knew of Nephris already. When he found Liena, he struck. And you were abandoned, with only my Sophia to guard your way.
So if we just leave the sword here, then what? Can we go? You think I'm going to leave a sword behind? Especially my sword. We had it in the previous game. You allowed Ahriman to join your academy. Why?
Understand. When I knew Ahriman, he was the pale-faced little brother. So silent, so shy, he hardly spoke a word. I thought him centuries dead, like all the rest, and the years had changed him. As much or more than me. I was not looking for him, so I did not see.
And if Ahriman hadn't struck, what then?
Nephris would have told you all this, the truth. She'd have given you the sword as well. But she'd have left one truth untold. You would never have learned of me. Nephris was prepared to play my part, and to die at your hand if need be. A simple piece of theater, a single lie, hidden beneath many truths. Liena knew stagecraft, and she thought that best.
Why the deception? You're not willing to face the consequences of your own plots? Merkel manipulated you. He told me that I could free myself, but not Akachi. Or you acted out of love, not malice. The evil is Merkel's, not yours. Yeah.
Akachi's fate is Merkel's doing, but your fate is mine. Here is the Sword of Gith, its pieces gathered together, the blade reforged as one.
Da-da-da-da.
It will see you safely through the Betrayer's Gate, to the realm of the dead. I can do nothing more for you, for him. If I've earned your vengeance, then take it.
I don't slaughter old women, no matter how much they might deserve it. Whatever your motives, you deserve death, Founder. I won't let your evils go unanswered. I got a feeling Sophia will not be thrilled with that. You know what? I have more questions.
Yes, I'll answer what I can.
What was Akachi doing in Oku's barrow?
My beloved wore many faces before he was bound to you. The last was a Rashemi, a wizard. The wizard never knew what he was, but he tried to control the hunger, and he learned how it passed from one face to the next. So he struck a deal with the bear spirit and built wards in the lowest chamber of the barrow. He knew that the hunger would consume him, and when it did, the empty soul of my beloved would be trapped, unable to find a new mask. I helped him in this through Liena. She gave him knowledge of the proper wards. If my beloved was bound, I could keep a closer watch on him until I found a way to save him.
I met an ally of mine at the academy. His soul's been ripped from his body. Was that your doing?
That one studied amongst my people years ago. He even came to this academy for a time, to follow the trail of the sword. Nephris knew him by sight, and she knew the threat he posed. When our couriers took you, he followed, and she acted swiftly against him. Oh, he fought her, but he was weak from your battle, and Nephris was always the strongest of my fragments.
I bet Amon could have taken her. Warlocks are so broken OP in this game. So you split his soul from his body. A cruel fate, and undeserved.
Cruel? Compared to your fate? Of all my cruelties in love's name, I have far worse to answer for. And that cruelty was a mercy in truth. Nephris counseled me to slay him, but I stayed her hand. His body and soul would have been restored once you were joined to Akachi, but Araman acted first.
So, your death, how did it happen? Is it me stabbing you right now? I've relived Akachi's memories in my dreams. I think Merkel lied. And perhaps he could be restored. If I tear my soul from the wall, how will that defeat the curse? Tell me about your death. We'll start there. Just start at the top of the list.
My magic was always different, tearing at forbidden boundaries, changing the nature of things, even before his curse gave it focus. A careless moment, concentration lost, a senseless mistake, that was all it took.
Armin called your death a test. Are you certain it was an accident?
I've never remembered it well, though I assumed the moment of my death would be difficult to precisely recall. A shadow passing across my eyes, a sudden confusion. They might have been real. Merkel's hand might have brushed my mind, cost me focus when I needed it most. Was it a test of faith? Did Akachi love me better, or his god? Merkel got his answer, whether he forced the point or not.
I've relived Akachi's memories in my dreams. I think Merkel lied, and perhaps he could be restored.
I wasted years believing that I could somehow restore what he was. Scattered fragments of memory do not make a whole. You might give him silence, peace. That is the most I can hope.
Oh, mask fragments! Mask fragments! I found these fragments in a dream, and when I woke, they were in my hand.
Even if a part of his essence exists in these fragments, you would have to face him, somehow, and join all his scattered pieces into one. How does one face an empty thing, a hunger that lies within you? Until you reclaim your own soul, will be too weak, and when your soul is returned to you, the hunger will be snuffed out, and my Akachi will be silenced at last. Years ago, I dared hope for more. Do not make me walk that road again, when it is always for naught.
But mask pieces, how does put together? So he's just Shang Tsung and it'll be okay then. But then we'll have all of Akachi's abilities and we'll be able to turn into him. If I tear my soul from the wall, how will that defeat the curse?
My Akachi has become an emptiness that walks. Merkel would have you believe that nothing of him remains, but echoes of him still drift within. When he takes a mortal form, he casts out the soul, sends it to the wall, in the place where he once lay. If your soul could be returned to your mortal body, and his emptiness has no means of escape, I believe he could be filled up and snuffed out. And that part of him that remains would disperse, and know peace at last. The dead god said as much to me, and I gave him reason to speak the truth.
No more questions.
Then only one thing remains.
I forgive you, Founder. Your motives were pure, even if your methods were not.
She manipulated you, used you, and yet you... I didn't think anyone could forgive such an act. The Founder was right to trust in you, as was I. I promise you will be freed of this curse. Even if the gods themselves try to stop us, I will be by your side. You have my word.
Go then, and carry my hopes with you. Love is stronger than any justice meted out by a mad god. Let that be Merkel's legacy to the plains, that in the end his cruelty broke before a mortal's resolve.
So, Men Black Gate, Dark Hunger, Fragments of the Mask. Yep, acquired mask, 2 of the masks. You suspect you may see the red woman and the boy again. Well, here she is. We killed the boy. Here she is. Oh no, were we supposed to not kill Akachi? Hang on. Act 3, 1. Uh-oh. I mistake. And, yeah, nope, shoot. What if we just, make a little, go back here for a moment and make a save? You know, we're not gonna play on from here. I just want to make a save. Then we just do save and, Act 3, 1, prior to mistake. There. Okay, back to uh-oh, I mistake. And maybe it'll be further ahead and we'll just we'll run into the boy and the red woman, but not that red woman and not the dead boy outside. Oh yeah, she also gave us the sword. Where is my sword? The silver sword of Gith. This longsword is rumored to have been forged by Zerthamon for Gith before their separation into 2 races, the Gith Zerai and the Gith Yankee. Gith used this blade to free all Gith kind from their ages-long enslavement by the Illithids. The sword was said to have been lost in the 9 Hells when Gith ventured there to seek an alliance with Tiamat and never returned. It has since acquired several owners over the ages, and was most recently used to defeat the Shadow Man. Now fully reforged, the power of this ancient artifact has finally been restored. Designed to utilize the power use its power intelligently, the sword adapts to its wielder, giving powers it deems appropriate for its master's abilities. With every strike, the sword has a 20% chance of dealing bonus cold damage and a 20% chance of emitting a sonic wave. Sonic boom! similar to the spell Soundburst. The sword has been further enchanted with numerous abilities, each quite potent in its own right. Spell-like abilities... Okay, so we still have access to these. Oh no, they're different. These abilities consume the sword's charges. They may be replenished by casting spells on the blade. Okay, interesting. Which will absorb the energies. Alternatively, the spell has been designed to recharge itself in battle, slowly restoring its power with every successive attack. Chilling Wrath. 3 beams of freezy cold energy are directed at a single target as separate ranged touch attacks. If all 3 beams successfully converge on the target, they will conclude with a large explosion of ice and energy, dealing additional damage to enemies in the area. Fortitude save prevents the knockdown on selected target. Infinite Resonance. A massive sound wave is sent radiating away from the wielder in a circular radius, dealing large amounts of damage and deafening and knocking down enemies unable to resist its power. Fortitude prevents. Unity of Will. All creatures in all creatures in view of hotness are affected by its powers. Oh my. Allies to the wielder, united in purpose, are granted bonuses similar to those found in the spells Mind Blank, Heroism, and Heroism. Nearby enemies are given penalties similar to spells Fear and Crushing Despair. Will save negates. Unbroken Circle. The wielder is protected from... Hacha! The wielder is protected from physical harm and magical attacks in a manner similar to the spells Premonition and Spell Mantle. We might actually be using that. Hot Durg. And Rejuvenation. The wielder is restored as if affected by the greater restoration and regenerate. Sword forms. The sword bearer may magically alter the edge of the blade to produce different effects several times per day. Penetrating Edge ignores all... Or damage is maximized. Anti-magic Edge. For a short while, every time the wielder lands a blow, the target must save or be affected by a Mordenkainen's disjunction. And Defensive Edge. For a short while, the sword confers a significant bonus to the wielder's armor class. Well, dunk. And... well, crud. I guess we don't need the adamantine sword after all, because this is pretty dope. Can I? Yep, okay, there it is. I am going to 100% forget that we have these abilities. Wait. This is where our paths diverge, but there's more I intend to do. My reach isn't what it used to be, but there are still those who are bound to aid me. I will seek out their help and meet you in the city of the God of the Dead. He repays your loyalty with his own. There is more honor in the warlock than I might have guessed. Until our paths cross again, Cedrian. Aww. What's through here? I saw the portal, but then I saw this. Where even are we? Is it treasures? It's treasures! But first I must levels up. Because we've got a fighter level. Wait, no. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. I don't recommend my own skills. Because it's not going to put points where I want them to go. So, fighter level. We're going to do... concentration. Diplomacy. Heal. Intimidate. Lore. Spellcraft. Taunt. And I can put a couple points, or a few points into Appraise, but now we've got a point left over. And, I guess Parry. I'll just start putting points into Parry, it doesn't matter. Weapon, greater weapon focus, long sword. Nice. And we're just going to go down here, Wait, what is this? Oh, augment healing. Nope, 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 nope. Epic weapon focus, longsword. This thing counts as a longsword, right? It did in the previous game, but I think it had like a weird weapon type that was, yeah, universal sword. Oh, it didn't even scroll down to these stats. Ba ba ba. Boop. What? Look at me. Ba ba ba. Bet. It's as long as you want it. So, plus 40 hit points, 1d12 bonus damage to outsiders, 1d12 just bonus slashing damage. It's a plus 8 sword, gives us plus 8 intelligence, immunity to mind affecting spells, mind affecting spells, immunity to paralysis, keen, is made of alchemical silver. On hit, unique power is, this level 25 Mordenkainen is disjunction, 32 spell resistance, which I think is less than what we actually have. And then it has 2 uses per day of just sword forms. A ring. Morning ring. Taken from the ruins of the Chandalar. Oh, Chandalar, that was a fun game too. Now known as the City of Weeping Ghosts, this item is actually 2 separate rings fused together by an unbreakable magical bond. Its sad tale springs from Chandalar's final night, when the city was crushed. 2 mages, both skilled in the art, and both deeply in love with the other, swore that if one of them perished, they would bind their soul into a ring so that they could be with the other forever. Tragically, the 2 were killed at the same moment, and their souls were each sealed away. But the second part of the promise held. And the rings fused themselves together, holding fast to some the magical power. Holding fast to some of the magical powers each had in life, and allowing each of the mages to rise as undead forms to protect the ring's user. So, 1 use of create greater undead, a healing circle, 2 uses per day, and some great saving throws. I don't want to throw away my ring of regeneration though, and the other ring is the ring of improved evasion, which is also very important. Armor. Thayan Knight's half-plate. This half-plate is awarded to the finest of Thayan Knights, both to improve their combat prowess and to make them more subservient to the Red Wizards. Plus 8, minus 5 diplomacy, so garbage. Plus 5 reflex, iron, minus 5 will, plus 8 to intimidate. Yep, garbage. We'll be selling that when we get back into town. What am I stuck on? Oh, I'm stuck on the portal. Alright, save. And I think this is going to kick us back to the shadow place. The Shadow Vale Theater. Yep. Portals. Aww. Oh, right. You had to level up too. Yep. Spend your points. And you're going to take... You really want to take Rescue? I don't know about that. What are the requirements for this? Prerequisites, 21st level, a fort save of plus 12, and epic toughness. I'd rather you have Vampiric Feast. Any spell slots? You get some spell slots. Just some. Just a few. As a treat. We'll just have another mass heal. Can't have too many full heals in your group. What is Earthquack? Cause a massive earthquake, doing 1d6 points of bludgeon damage up to 10d6 to all creatures. You are not affected by the earthquake. I would also not be affected. Other people in our group will be affected. Oh, Sunbeam. Oh yeah, Sunbeam does a lot of damage to undead, not much to everyone else. The sun is a deadly laser. I'll do another Aura of Alignment. It's a short-lived spell, but it's pretty good. And sure, Fire Rain. Destruction! Why not? Something, shake the earth! I cast Earthquake! Miss. You throw yourself at the ground and miss. That's how you fly. But that is not how you shake the earth. Have a harm. Just be able to boop 150 damage. Have another Righteous Might. And we got 2 of those. Yeah, we already got that set up. I don't know what to give her on level 4. Great Resistance. It's +3 to all saves. It's not a whole lot. Castigate was a bad spell. Because it does things to your bits. Don't need Death Ward. Don't need Dismissal. Yeah, fine. Greater Resistance. What's the duration on that? 24 hours? Perfect. At least it's good in that regard. It does what to your bits? Castigate. It does bad things to your bits. Yeah, fine. We'll do another mass aid in case the first one wears off. When you have this many spell slots, it's almost like the you've loaded up with everything that you need, and you're unlikely to ever run out of spells, especially if the game's like, oh, you fast traveled, here's a rest. Or games that have like a fatigue system where you need to sleep every so often, or else you just get sleepy and tired, and oh, I am eepy now. And you'll have so many spell slots that there's no way you could use them all before it's time to take a nap. Bane, whatevs.
I am listening.
I don't have any spell slots because I took fighter level. There's nothing in this box, right? We got this already? Yeah. Okay. Nope, nothing with the table that we haven't already seen. Oh, can we just leave? Can we go outside? Pretty sure we've walked around this area before. Or the outside of this area. Greek. Also, it did wipe all of our buffs whenever we talked to the lady, which is kind of a mean thing to do. Is like, we're gonna wipe all of your buffs away for this conversation, and then give you the option to fight her. That's locked. Blah. Oh yeah, also, by the way, we are level 29. We are 1 level away from the cap. Is there anything else that we care about in this place? I'm gonna say no. Let's head back to regular land world. Cast sleep? I've got too many hit dice for that to work. Because the sleep spell kind of sucks in this. Wow. Green, yellow, Game Boy colors. Alright, mask workbench. Well, you know what? We gotta hold on to the things until they say, okay, because it did mention the, we did show the pieces to the lady, and she's like, you can't do anything with that. But what if we could? Remember the Cat's Eye Emerald quest from Ratchet? Not really. The one to kill 100 million venture company mobs and try to get the gem to drop? Nope. Don't remember that one at all. Third try. At least you got lucky. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna show me your shop. I got things I can sell you. We got this shield. We got this mask. We got this shield. We got this armor. This necklace that's only usable by a class that we don't have. Here's this crappy armor. It's half plate, which makes it even worse. What did this ring do again? I've already forgotten. Oh, right. Healing circle, which might be the most useful thing about it. A scythe. I want to keep this because this is a gift from Tiamat. Not to me specifically, but I want to keep it. Let's grind it out an entire level trying to get that gem to drop. Uh-oh. Ad break coming soon. But yep, that means it's time. Well, you know what? This is actually a pretty good place because we just did a pretty major story thing, and I don't know what we're supposed to do next. Oh, I know. We got to go back. We do need to go back to Shadow Mulsantir because we need to again change to the underground and take our sword and go and put it in the door and open the door. Are we actually really close to the end of the game? Maybe we'll finish this next time. That'd be kind of nice. But whoosh. Tracking, you here? You streaming tonight? Space! I'm going to assume that is a yes. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, this is going to be fun. Although, the one time I played this... Okay, Trackett is playing Kerbal Space Program. Excellent choice. The one time that I played it, and I actually successfully made it to the moon and back, it was hours of real time in, like, accelerated... Well, not real time for me, accelerated time for the game. It's very, very slow. But I did the whole slingshotty thing around the Earth, or around Kerbin, and made it all the way to the moon. It successfully landed on the moon, and then I was like, yay, we made it to the moon. And I took off, went back to the planet, ran out of gas, had to make a less than graceful drop back to the planet. There were no survivors. And that's the most I've ever played the game. But I find it fascinating, the orbital mechanics and stuff. and just the spaceship building. We're whalers on the moon. Oh man, what was that one video? Oh, can I find this again? Oh man, it was a great video of like if NASA had the military's budget, and it was this abomination of a spacecraft that had like 20 stages. There was like a little space shuttle just kind of sticking off to the side. It wasn't being used for anything except the tail fin was just there to steer it for just that one stage. I know I have sent that video to people, and I'll have to see if I can find it again. Let's see. I know I sent it. I definitely sent it to BP. Yeah, here we go. NASA on Pentagon's budget. Yeah. Alright, we're bouncing over to desktop for just a sec. Whoosh! So, this is if NASA had the Pentagon's budget. Excellent staging. There's just a space shuttle. You see the tail is like sticking backwards. It's actually being used for steering. And now it's gone. This is massive. having to push it. Whee! Whoosh. What even is Delta V? And it uses, instead of like trying to orient itself into an orbit, it just uses boosters that are pointed perpendicular to its launch direction to just, well, I guess we're going this way now. Ludicrous speed! They've gone to plaid. I was never that good at Kerbal Space Program. I did not ever get to like other planets, and it blows my mind that people figure out how to do it with like the limited tools and budget and physics that are available. Because if you make your spaceship too crazy, then the physics starts going wild, or well, I guess it did on mine. I was playing on older versions, so maybe it's been fixed, maybe it's more efficient now. But we're gonna find out what Traken is able to do with it, because that's what he is playing tonight. And I am looking forward to that.